Welcome to Listening to Nothing Show. I'm Male Fascist Pig.
Nick Weir.
And I'll be your host tonight, Matthew Blevins. Welcome to another edition of an evening of comedy. Please welcome to the stage the very funny Alyx Libby.
Alyx!
Oh my goodness, is there a camera on me right now? I don't even know where it's coming from, and I'm a professional actor, so it's going great. Since I'm first on the lineup, let me just preface this by saying I was sick. I'm not anymore, promise. But this being sick has given me new empathy, though, because I have a friend that just sounds like this all the time, and it could be worse. I was in Mexico for work, and I don't have a joke for that. I just want to know if this is actually going to go away or if I'm just going to sound like this forever. I got introduced, though, the last time I did a show as a road dog. And I know it's like comics in here, but I'm still going to crowd work you. Does anyone here not know what a road dog is? Oh, good. You guys, there's some people in here that like haven't fucked musicians. So good for you, honestly. Because it was awkward explaining to my mom that it just meant like I'm willing to sleep in my car for gigs. And again, since there's comics here, I'll just elaborate on that conversation. My mom, I was telling her I was so excited I booked a gig in another state. And I was like, I get to travel for comedy. And she was like, oh, they fly you out and they put you up in a hotel? And I was like, I have to travel for comedy. Can I borrow some hotel and Delta points, please? And she said no. So it was Frontier and Motel 6. But I started driving places and just, like the last time I bought a new car, like new to me, not a new car, they were trying to like be nice at the dealership and open the driver's side door for me to get in. I was like, I'm sure it runs fine. I wouldn't know the difference. But can you pop the trunk? I got to make sure my air mattress fits back here. Or as my boyfriend refers to it, a mattress. So, cool. I was wondering how many people have dated guys in their 20s. It's not great. But yeah, so my mom made me share my location with her, like, indefinitely. And so she tracks where I sleep to make sure it's not the side of the road. So I had to start sleeping in hotel parking lots. My best way to cheat the system, because she thinks I'm safe and they think I'm paying for the breakfast. So it started to bleed into my regular life when I was back home. Then like my friends would be like, hey, do you want to go to brunch? And I'm like, sure, meet me at the Marriott. Bring your own champagne. I've got the orange juice. You know, I was just, sorry. That's, it starts to get sad after I talk about it too much. I'm from Florida. I don't know if that explains anything. Like, my friend tried to explain what type of comedy mine was, and then he just came up with a female dirtbag. And I was so offended. I'm like, it's 2024. Why not just dirtbag, you know? And, like, I don't know if this is relatable, but, like, I have a lot of friends in prison, you know? Like, for murder. And sex with a minor. Does anyone here have friends with sex with, like, have any friends in prison for sex with a minor? Yeah, because, like, I said that at a show last night, and this girl goes, friends? I'm like, well, not anymore. We can't hang out like ever again. Just pen pals. But, yeah, this was, like, a nice part of town I was in, so, like, it was not relatable. I tried again. I was like, okay, make some noise if anyone here has been catfished by the cops. Like, that's how they get you. People are dumb where I come from. I live in Atlanta, but I am from the trashiest city in Florida. Okay, again, using the crowd. On the count of 3, I want you to yell out what city you think that is, the trashiest city in Florida. Ready? I didn't even count to 3. That's fine. In my day job, we're like, realtors don't read. And then it's like, comics don't listen. So it's really fun when you're like the last one at a showcase and you just do the same crowd work everyone else is doing. That's why I'm like, I'll go first. Okay. So yeah, you guys said like 7 different cities and you guys are all correct. Good job. Those are all the trashiest city in Florida. My parents are from rivalry spring break capitals, actually, which is fun. Like, my mom's from Daytona Beach, so she has the Harley and the assless chaps. And my dad's from Panama City Beach, so he has the tramp stamp. And the assless chaps, because you got to be able to see the tramp stamp, you know. I went to college, but it doesn't really count, I think, because I went to UCF. Do you know what UCF's football team is? Exactly. Okay, great. But yeah, I don't even remember what I majored in. I think it was ultimate frisbee. It's the only thing I remember doing with any sort of consistency. And I minored in chlamydia because you only have to do that twice. Okay. I'm a slow learner. So the real reason I moved from Florida is the same reason I dyed my hair. I kept getting mistaken for Casey Anthony. And like, I know I wanted to be a celebrity. It's not what I had in mind. So, but I would get so offended, you know, when people would think I was a mom. I'm like, at this age, you know. But I would never wait 3 years to kill a baby, you know. Okay. Cool. I never know whether that works in the South. They didn't like it last time at Zanies, but that's fine. All right, I just want to end with some good old-fashioned mental health material. Anyone else here depressed? That's not everyone. I'm actually confused. Okay. Like, I've had all types of depression, like seasonal. I didn't even know it was seasonal at first. I just thought it was, like, sometimes. Because, like, in Florida, we don't really have seasons. So it's just like, oh, sometimes I wake up from a nap, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. Still here. And then I sometimes, like, I'll get really depressed, and then I'll start to think about guns. Like I do about dicks. Like, oh, I can fit 2 in my mouth. But that's really because I have anxiety and I don't want to miss. Just practice makes perfect. And then the last thing I have, which it's worse than depression, but it doesn't sound like it because it's just ADD. Like, I don't know if that's relatable, but like, having ADD is really tough. Like, I can't even remember to take my medication, you know. I'm just always so busy selling it. So that's my merch. Okay, I've been Alyx, Libby. Thank you so much. Do I go over there now?
Keep it going for Alyx, Libby.
What's up? Hell yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Would you like a shot?
Oh, is that part of it?
That is part of the show.
You don't have to take
Sure.
the shot.
You don't have to take one.
I already said sure.
All right.
Can it,
Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, we'll take a shot.
Okay, can it be
Yeah,
a
I'm in
half
charge of it.
shot,
All right.
though?
Yeah, we'll pour them light.
What type of alcohol is that?
Half seas.
Huh?
Oh, it's
Oh,
nasty.
sound guy needs a shot. Rev needs a shot.
Sound guy. He's sound guy.
Sound
Let me
guy.
get my
He has
chaser.
been demoted to sound bitch.
No, not demoted. He just
We used to have
needs
Crown,
to be
but
behind
the
the boards tonight.
inflation's
but,
really
you know.
hurt the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all of your inflation intoxication needs, Kentucky Derby. What is it? No,
Deluxe.
Kentucky Deluxe. For all of your post-recession intoxication needs, Kentucky blended whiskey.
Yeah.
Is that really your sponsor?
Nope.
No,
Do
it's
you,
not.
do you have any
hard.
sponsors?
I have a sponsor, but
dude,
that's
I didn't
unrelated.
even realize, who put the dildo on the...
Well, they didn't really put it on the table, you know? It's not really...
It is on the table. I didn't even realize that was there. And I like that
There
I'm
you
the
go.
one
Has to be
that
standing.
offered the shot when...
You turn it
Yes.
around back.
Yeah, we don't want it facing the camera.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why. That,
Oh, it can't face the camera.
I have no idea if it can face the camera, but we're going to leave it right there. We'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. You want one?
No, I don't.
All
We're
right.
starting off real low key, by the way. It's gonna be
All right.
a party by the end of it.
This is for dildos.
For
Real
dildos.
dildos.
So where are you from? Like based right now? You said, are you still in Florida? You're on the road.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Once again, for all of your post-recession intoxication needs,
Tastes better cold. He's got it fucking piss warm.
Kentucky
It
Deluxe.
was good when you have bleachy jelly after. So, I live in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay,
Georgia.
that's what I thought. I thought.
Actually, I think I've done the open mic at the Laughing Skull with you one night.
Oh.
And the only other person I remember on it
He
was
remembers you, you
Patrick
don't
and
remember him.
Blanford. Yeah, I remember seeing your name on the list.
I still keep in touch with her even though she's like so famous now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a little intimidating. Like she'll Instagram message me first, like, oh, now I can talk to you. I don't want to bother you while
Yeah.
you're on tour with Bert Kreischer. Even though now I've opened for like 3 people that have opened for Bert Kreischer, so I'm getting there.
True. I've
Nice.
seen you've opened for God, who is it? AJ Wilkerson.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
I think he's in Atlanta this weekend though.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he's still based out of here. I don't know.
He is I think
Okay.
he is based out of
Yeah.
here. I'm also buddies with Jake Rubel. Like I love him. That's one of my favorite dudes.
They're such fun people. I
They
love
are,
them.
dude.
Yeah.
They are. He's just such a laid back, fun hippie. You know, he likes
Yeah,
video
and he like brings his
games.
family everywhere. That's so cute.
Mhm.
I love them.
Him and his wife Chia. They've stayed at my house a couple times when they came through.
Nice. Nick's out here helping out comedians on the
I mean
road.
that's part of the gig, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
sometimes.
Hey, you might get that favor back when you're in town. Hopefully.
Yeah, dude.
For
Yeah.
sure.
My-
You probably remembered Alex's name for the bold use of like vowels and consonants, I think, in the spelling of the name, I feel.
It's what's preventing me from getting
little bit, I guess.
social media famous. I think
Yeah,
no one can
yeah.
find me.
Yeah.
Does anyone else here have that problem? You have any weird spell names?
No, I mean like my last name's Weir, so a lot of people ask me if I'm related to Bob Weir a lot, or ask if I'm like a Grateful Dead fan or something.
Oh yeah.
My name's Sloan.
Are
So
you?
first thing people
No,
think,
dude,
they're like, did you say slow? Or I just don't understand. It's not a very common name, and apparently it's very neutral gender-wise too.
Sure.
So there's a lot of girls named Sloan.
Slow and Sloan apply.
Yeah.
Slow
Yeah.
Ann. It is
You're
Slow
good.
Ann. Did you say Slow Ann? Like,
Slow Ann.
no.
Like
Sloan.
Joanne?
Then there's the Slony Baloney shit you have to go through as
Slow
a
Ann.
little kid. Slony Baloney.
Sloan below. You have any fun gigs coming up, Alex?
Define fun.
Yeah, right. I haven't had a fun gig since like 2021, I think, for sure. Yeah, just one that you leave and you don't feel demoralized after. Are there any of those coming up?
Oh, I mean, you don't know till after, right?
Right, right. That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Do you have any hopes?
You know, I do.
Prospects.
About every other one's a good show lately.
How do you get that kind of ratio? Because I've been working on this for 8 years, and it's at like every third, every fourth. I want to get to every 2.
Well, you have to get on better shows.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That is a big thing.
That's a good point.
Keep grinding. Keep
Yep,
grinding.
Yep.
I'm going to Boston next week,
Oh, fantastic.
so I have a bunch of shows lined up, but I've never been there, so I don't have any expectations for any of them.
Sure.
So you're driving there.
No.
Oh,
No.
that
I'm
was a
trying to
joke.
hit like silver medallion status on Delta this year. I almost got it last year.
There you go.
I got some miles. Not
Yeah,
very many.
I have miles on my Toyota Corolla. That's about it.
Every time I have to go out
my
every time I have to go out for like where I work business, like it's only like 5-6 times a year I have to fly. It's usually Delta every time.
Delta's like the best, except someone stole my AirPods from them recently. I've been trying to track them down. On my way to Huntsville, I stopped at like this mini mall where I was like tracking the location, and apparently it's one of those places that they said they like buy lost luggage. And I was like, no, I filed a claim immediately. You guys are just stealing. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna expose them soon. I'm gonna like
Wow, that's a nice
call a
little scam.
reporter.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm gonna get my AirPods back. But
I think I've heard of this place before.
That's incentive for them to steal people's shit. If
It's-
they're
well,
gonna
my
sell it
friend-
later on. you
my
know,
friend
somewhere.
said he went to like Unclaimed Baggage is the name of the store online where you can buy stuff, and I don't know if that like the place that mine were at, because it was unmarked when I went there, feeds into that store. But I'm definitely going to pursue this.
Dude, you should. That's
Be
wild.
careful now.
I mean,
Whistleblowers, man, they're not doing too well out there.
I really thought
Was it
that I was
really
going to
worth
get
it for the
shot in
bare
the, back, in the
5
mini mall thing. There was one car, and I drove around back to see if all the doors were locked.
Damn.
And then I called the security company to get the name of the company, and they told me. So I'm making
So you're on
progress.
your mission. You're like on step like 3 or 4, man.
Wow.
You're gonna get there.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
we
like
need
it.
to start a petition.
Go ahead and get a weapon now.
I mean, I happened to be driving to Alabama this weekend, but I can make a special trip again.
Yeah, come back.
It's like it was next to like on the map. It's the place next to it was a dance company, dance studios. I was gonna call them, but they're shut down. It's now like there's boats in there.
Wow.
It's a boat warehouse.
That's a
right
wild
next
left
door.
turn.
Yeah. It's so sad when something closed down. You're like, this used to be like hopeful youths, and now it's like divorced dads.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, don't dating
Oh,
the
good, I was funny on
astronauts. That
accident
reminds me of
once.
an
I'm
astronaut
retired
lady.
now.
She drove like thousands of miles and wore a diaper because she was. You don't remember the astronaut lady?
Oh, I remember the
That
astronaut
was like,
lady.
I think
yeah.
they even made a movie about that.
They did. My first wife. No.
I got engaged. I didn't talk about it, but
Nice.
thank you.
Congrats.
Accidentally referred to my upcoming wedding as my first wedding when I was on the phone with the wedding planner, and he was in the car. So I
Wow.
wrote that one down. Yeah, he's like, well, I'm just your first husband, but so it's going great so far, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not giving you any grief at all.
Stepping stones.
It's been
Stepping
really-
stones.
I got a buddy who religiously
you
says, men or women, they do this. Like they got their hand on one vine and they're like swinging to the next. You don't let go of this vine until you get the other vine.
Yeah, it used to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's totally men and women, but
Yeah. I just stay on the same vine for like 10, 11 years.
Yeah, my vine tried to cut me off. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, vines can kill you. They can like wrap around your neck and never.
Oh, yeah,
let go.
constricting.
Oh yeah. You ever get on one of those codependency vines? Those are the worst ones.
Yeah.
But congratulations to
Thank you. Thank
whom
you.
that guy is.
Well, that was fun.
Dude, congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations. Should we play one of the games, or do you want to wait?
Oh, I want a game.
Oh, she wants a
You want a
game.
game?
Do you want, okay.
All right, dude.
Okay, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play
Well,
a game
you,
of 20 questions.
Yep.
All right, let's do it to
20
it.
questions.
All right, we're gonna do it. 90 seconds you have to answer the following 20 questions, and if you answer all 20, you get to choose a prize, which we have 3 on the table right now.
Oh, the dildo's a prize. Okay, great.
The dildo's a prize.
Yeah.
Funko Pops.
Funko Pop
And the
and my
napkin.
used Kleenex. That's also
That could be
prize.
worth a lot of
I've
money
never
one
had a
day.
Funko
A lot of money that's
before.
gonna be worth.
We've got a few other ones on the bookshelf over there.
We do. We have other prizes as well if these don't work. But but you first have to pass the gauntlet. Are you ready? 90 seconds on the
90
clock.
seconds.
My boobs are
Here
sweating.
we go.
I'm ready.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Be played in a movie by actors Danny Trejo or Danny DeVito.
How many movies? What'd you say?
Be played in a movie by actors Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo.
I don't know. I don't answer these correctly. Do you?
Bad.
Would you rather walk in on your parents or your parents walk in on you?
Well, walk in on my parents.
Would you rather anyone to read your mind or see your search history?
Search history.
Have you ever been tempted to smack a person while talking to them?
Always.
Is your time truly wasted if you enjoy wasting it?
No. No.
If you walked in on your husband with another man, join in or get mad?
Both.
What song would you choose to play every time you enter a room?
Any Taylor Swift song. honestly.
Would you rather do 5 years in prison or 20 years in a coma?
Prison.
Would you rather be in a robot or zombie apocalypse?
Robot.
Would you sell your soul to the devil for a record deal?
Yes.
Remove one person from the earth. Who is it?
I can't say their
Tom
name.
Cruise.
What superpower would you want?
To fly.
What is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse?
A lightsaber.
Would you rather have a third nipple or a third ball?
Can you have a third ball without having a first and second?
Celebrity.
I'm sorry, folks. That's the end
Of the 20 questions.
No pass for you.
Which
fine.
we are finding out are very male-centric now. Coming.
I know. We gotta work on
I regendered them. I regendered them as quickly as I could as I was.
It's Rev's fault. Rev wrote
I
them.
still don't understand. Before I go, what was the first question?
Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo?
Oh, I just had to pick one?
Which would you
Yeah.
rather
Who do
be?
you want to have play you in a movie?
Oh, Danny Trejo.
Yeah, for sure.
nice.
Yeah, you
Okay.
would.
I was
yeah,
going for sexy.
Trejo
Okay.
would be the better one.
Let her have a prize anyway. Alex, you get to pick any prize.
Overruled.
You would like.
What bookshelf?
It is right there.
It's right over there. She's.
They're all
one more
playing.
time, everyone. Give it up for Alex Libby, everyone.
What a treat, dude.
What a treat to have Alex Libby. I seem to have shuffled the set list into the 10 questions here. One moment while I find out who is next.
Barbee.
Barbee, we've got Barbee on
Barbee
deck.
Sutton.
So,
Bobby Sutton.
do you know where Barbee Sutton is from by chance? Anybody?
Bama.
know?
Bama.
Birmingham.
Alabama.
Coming to us all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. Give it up for Barbee Sutton.
Bobby.
Yes, indeed.
Well, good evening, guys and dolls. We all having a fabulous time or what? Whew, I am Barbee Sutton. I'm your hot piece of treasure. Stay at Trailer Home Mom. You can call me Trailer Treasure for short. Yeah, see, I even wore my Sunday going to Walmart clothes to be here tonight. I'm excited. Yeah. And one of the things we Trailer Treasures like to do, we like to drink these smaller, slightly more expensive tiny wines, because life is finer for the tiny winers. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. Y'all don't got to be jealous of us Trailer Treasures, you know, like, we got our struggles, you know, like, me, I am what you call a high-functioning autistic. And I love the new rebrand. It is so much nicer than what they called me in the 80s. Freaky retarded weirdo. I can say it. It was my nickname, okay? Yeah. I love the rebranding. Thank you so much for that. And it leaves me with some weird stuff. Like, I'm very OCD. Like, yeah, I try to use my powers for good and not evil. Like, if I go to a grocery store, I have to front every item on any aisle I walk down. The whole aisle has to be perfect. And that gets me into the grocery store at closing. Yeah, they're like, oh no, let that crazy woman in. She's gonna clean every aisle she walks down. Hell yeah, we can just go on in the back, hit our blunts, and move our stolen dumpster beer to the car. That's right, I worked at a grocery store. Yeah, seems like only the manager doesn't know about the stolen dumpster beer. What is that about? Mm-hmm. Well, there's beer in the dumpster. Go check, I swear. You know, it also leaves me like, I gotta touch everything. I think that's part of fronting it. I have to touch everything wherever I go, and then my husband gets angry. Yeah, he's like, my God, do you have to touch everything in the whole dang store? And then I have to touch him everywhere, and that gets embarrassing. Yeah, I also, I have lupus. Yeah, I'm missing all or part of 7 organs in my body. Yeah, my donor card's more of a cruel joke at this point. They're gonna slice me open, and I'm just gonna poosh, just like that Chevy Chase's turkey on that Christmas Vacation. I mean, like, how's this hollow freak of nature been walking around this earth? Surprise! Yeah, my belly, it looks like Helen Keller played tic-tac-toe on it with a butcher knife. I used to get self-conscious, like about the 5th surgery, I started to, ask the doctor. He's like, what's wrong? I said, it's just getting so bad. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be attracted to men anymore. He's like, oh, please, quit that. You've got the body of a centerfold, and you got the staple marks to prove it. I have been put to sleep so many times, to my knowledge, Yeah, I paid for it. It's okay. I was aware. I've had so many IVs. I cannot tell y'all how many times I've heard, now you're going to feel a small prick. Not without dinner and a movie first. Besides, what you keep pressing up against me feels about average size. You just need more self-confidence. I learned what targeted advertising was the day after I found out I had lupus. As I went online, just researching, what is lupus? What am I to expect? And then the next day, I started getting all this targeted advertising for caskets and urns. And when I saw all of those caskets and urns, I came to a tragic realization. Y'all, the funeral home is screwing us over on the price of caskets and urns. Jeez, no, go online, check them out. And so many more fun models to choose from. I mean, there's one just looks like brown wrapping paper. It says COD. I want that one. Yeah. And I just came to the conclusion, screw going to the funeral home. Y'all, people, look, go online, buy you a casket now, keep it at the house. Yeah, just use it for multiple Halloweens. Enjoy it. I mean, you're going to save like between $4,000 and $16,000 on the thing. And besides, my God, why are you going to make a purchase that expensive, only use it once and never really get to enjoy it? Seriously, this casket has memory foam. Who cares? I ain't going to remember it. I'd like to say, I can't wait on my deathbed. I can't wait to be put in the casket. That memory foam is fabulous. I mean, imagine getting to sit up and scare how many hundreds of children before you die out of your own casket, And death is a racket, y'all. It's a racket. It costs so much more to get off this earth than it does to get on it. There are so many ways you can do it. Did you know you can be turned into a diamond ring? Yeah. No, I ain't paying no $16,000 so someone can break in my house and steal Grandma. Dang. Shoot. Hold on. I'm good. We're good. Yeah. Woo. Oh, that's warm. Oh, the rude girl walking in the middle of my set. Thank you so much for that, Barbie Jane. I appreciate you. Not at all. But, there's other ways that you can get off this plane. Like, okay, you can be turned into a tree. Did you know that? They will squish you into goo. And then they'll put a seed in there, and you can pick any one of 5 or 6 kind of trees that you can grow up to be. And, well, that's not for me, because I got a black thumb. Yeah, no, seriously, I have killed a plastic plant, no lie. Don't ask me how, it's a gift. I know. And what am I supposed to tell the kids? Well, where's Mom? Oh, no, she's the 6th dead oak to the right on the left there. No. And why tree? Why tree? Why can't they make me into a pot plant? Yeah, if you made me into a pot plant, my kids would actually come visit my grave. If you make me a tree, at best they're going to bring their dog. It's going to pee on me. Yeah, I'd rather be a pot plant. You can actually take tattoos off of your body and have them mounted on velvet like an Elvis painting, object day, Nazi art. And my husband was like, oh, thank you. Somebody knows history here, right? My husband's all like, oh, yeah, baby, do that to me. Do that to me. I was like, hell no. I am not going to have you mounted up on velvet in my den looking like the Courtney Love of wives. And besides, where am I going to put the velvet Elvis painting? No, that thing's precious. Yep. My husband and I, we have made a decision. We've decided on cremation and a lovely matching set of Walmart bags. Yes, thank you. Yes, is that not the way to go? And then we told our kids, take all that money that you would have been grifted for a funeral, go down to Panama City, Florida, and just get a party boat. Yeah, and then throw us off. Shake us up real good, like we like to do on Fridays, and then throw us off the boat. And that's more for my amusement than theirs. Yeah, because that boat's windy. Yeah, so you throw us off, we're going to blow back, and they're going to turn around and duck. Then they're going to turn around and go, dang, Mom is dead, and that witch is still all up my butt. I'm back on chemo for the 5th time. Yeah, woo, yeah, the nurse was like, let me show you how to, I said, baby, let me show you how to do this. I had a friend that said, you're a comedian, make it funny. It's like, make it funny? What, I like my chemo like I like my men, keeping me up hot and sweaty in bed all night? I came up with one chemo joke. Y'all want to hear my chemo joke? All right. 2 chemos walk into a bar. One chemo turns to the other and says, hey, you here for the lupus? The other chemo says, nah, man, lupus is a Libra. I'm more into cancers. Thank y'all. Y'all, I'm Barbee Sutton, and I am dying. But, you know, aren't we all inside a little every day? Y'all stay home safe. God bless, angels on y'all. Bye.
One more time for Trailer Treasure, Barbee Sutton, everyone. Have a seat, Barbee. Bobby's got all of the discounted funeral needs. It's fantastic. I took notes.
Totally agree.
You should. No.
Totally agree.
I'm trying to help people here. Yeah,
For sure.
It's ridiculous. I found a casket. The funeral home wanted $23,000 for it. You can get it online for $4,500. Same casket.
$4,500. You heard it here first. Actually, we're trying to get a sponsorship with the
Yes.
online casket company. So, you know, if you can facilitate that, that'd be fantastic.
Death is a real thing.
Death is a real thing.
Oh, I've been
is
dead
coming
3
for
times
everyone.
already for 19
is
minutes
true.
and 52 seconds.
19
like
minutes?
a total. Well, all over the span
Oh.
of the 3 times.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
A total.
So that's like 3 interceptions and you got 21 yards. Got it.
Yeah, I keep trying to head to the light, and God keeps turning it out on me. I think I'm the Jehovah's Witness of deaf people. It's like,
yeah.
God's like, everybody just shut up, turn the lights out, stand still, act like you're not home. Not home. Quit giggling, Gabriel. Don't you, I swear to me, you ask Lucifer, the hell I'll bring down on you if you make a noise. Don't let her in. So, you know, I'm doing something not right. But
Maybe it's right, you know.
Yeah.
You're just stuck here with us in a garage on a Saturday, you know.
But you know, who
It's
knows?
called
Maybe that is
fun.
heaven, y'all.
Yep.
Maybe
this
that is heaven.
This is heaven. Do you want a shot, Bobby, before we get going too far?
Nah, I came prepared.
She's got her own wine.
yeah,
I was going to say, are you keeping your own whiskey in another compartment in that thing?
Nah, I got more wine. I got deodorant.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, not chemo's hot, man.
Yeah, sure.
I'm hot. It's hot up in here. It's just so hot. So I come prepared for every little thing.
That's fantastic.
I was a band mom.
Band mom. Yeah, I was a scout leader.
Oh, my husband and I were scout leaders.
Oh, fantastic. What I guess badge?
I was just Cub.
Cub, yeah.
Yeah, he was. He actually went through Cub, Wolf, Bear.
Yeah.
He moved up. They kept moving him up as the kids moved up.
Yeah, they will do that to you if
Yeah.
you don't say no. They'll
Yeah.
they'll just promote you all the way.
He wound up
Got
being
him
the
penciled
whole
in for
den
4
leader.
years.
Like he wound up being God
Yeah.
of the scouts.
Yeah,
of
they'll
his-
do that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was there for 5 years. Yeah, I did my time.
There were some nights he'd walk out of the house going, God, I'd rather shoot myself in the pinky toe than go.
Yes.
Oh man. So like, what's some horror stories? Like somebody's literally just dropping their wild ass kid off or whatever.
Every time, man.
No, honestly, the kids were awesome. It's the parents. Because where we lived, the parents, especially with like the bears and the wolves, you're talking about first, second,
Yeah, they're little
grade,
kids,
they're
yeah.
little. And in this day and age, everybody's like, I ain't sending my baby boy to no scout leader. And, woo, you know, so I'm going to watch everything he does. Did he look at my son a little sideways? You know, all of that. But then those parents decide, I've never had any training. I've never gone to anything. I want to lead everything. And it's those parents, the ones who want to start a fire, you know, with a lighter and a can of hairspray. This is how you start a fire, son, you know.
Yep.
Or my favorite, why
Tough
is my...
being a scout leader in
The
itself.
trailer.
That's right.
That's the trailer trash flamethrower right there.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, my favorite is why does my kid have to do the project to get the belt lube? He tried.
That's the whole
Shouldn't he
fucking
just
purpose.
get the belt loop because he tried?
So you want participation belt loops?
That's what they want. And my husband wouldn't give it to him, and it drove them insane.
Hard ass, I like it.
He was like, I'm supposed to teach your child how to survive in the wild if they're ever stuck out there.
Exactly.
And if he just tries, he's gonna die. And there's no participation
No reward
trophy for
trying, yeah.
death.
Exactly.
There's no second place in the woods.
So then it was like, well, then I want his position so that I can give my kids the belt loops for trying. And I mean, he did it to his own son.
Yeah.
His son, our oldest son, the first time
The
he
troop
came.
is split in half.
Well, no, he came up for belt loops, and he was the only one standing up there getting nothing. He thought, well, my dad's the leader. I don't have to do anything. And he had to stand there and get nothing. And he was like, I can't lead these children by example and be the worst example. You have to do, or I'm letting you down.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am
for sure.
letting you down. So I'll tell you though, from that time on, our son was getting like the most belt loops, the most beads, the most little tackle thing,
Yeah.
because he wanted to make his dad proud at that point. Look,
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Look, I am jumping through the hoops, and
yeah.
both those boys can absolutely take care of themselves in a pinch. There's
Good.
Yep.
yeah, they can go out, grab you. They'll go and grab, and nobody really knows this. If you grab live pine straw, like grab it out of the tree, the green,
Yep.
light it, bugs will stay away from you.
Yeah, it's a repellent, natural
Yeah,
repellent.
that's just something you learn in Scouts, and it's
Yeah.
just they know these things. So because their father didn't let him get away with trying.
Yeah.
You had to go through all the hoops. And I appreciate that we raised our kids. We didn't raise the typical Gen Z bags. We raised Gen X Z bags where you you don't have to try, you have to win.
Yeah.
If you want the award, you've got to win because you're going to get out in the real world and no one's going to give you anything or you
Nothing.
just showed up.
For sure.
And I'm letting you down if I don't make you go for the win.
Hey, you kind
Go
of
for the
explaining
win.
what's happening now. Too many participation trophies have been handed out, and now it's just we got a generation
Of
Open mic stand-up comedians. That's what you get when you start handing out
YouTubers and OnlyFans.
participation trophies.
Yeah, it is. It's the difference between an open mic comedian and a paid comedian.
What? Oh, wait, no, I don't know what I'm doing.
What?
I haven't been paid in weeks.
Cheers to the pay, y'all.
Cheers to the
pay.
Cheers to the pay.
When you find a turnip, you squish it.
$30
The
feature
$30
sets,
and a
dude.
free meal. Sometimes you'll get a drink.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Or sometimes I've been paid in a hotel room and actual money. That was nice.
good.
That was good.
Money is nice.
But you got okay now though like put it out towards what you got for what you did. It's like I got to go to my therapist. I said I did 15 minutes of work. I got paid $50
Right.
for 15 minutes of work. I said as that works out per hour, I'm making more than a neurosurgeon.
Then you heard it
I'm
here
making more
on
than
Deliciously
you,
Nothing.
Miss Therapy Lady.
And I didn't have to go to college. I don't have any of the student loan debt.
Nice.
Now, we're not going to talk about how that $50 only comes once every 3-4 months.
Well, sure. But you hear it.
While I'm there.
When I do work, I put in the work. I get paid for my talent.
Quit college right now. Start your career as trailer treasure.
And tell jokes.
Jokes.
Talk about your sad life and let people
I
talk
absolutely
loud.
loved your set, man.
Yeah,
I
very
thought it was very good. I like
Oh, thank you.
Very
like what
defined
you're doing.
persona too. You don't see that quite enough. You see a parade of sad white dudes just telling the same
I got
jokes about
Yeah.
their
I'm so glad they got off the
Oh, yeah,
eat
we had a
ass
couple-
joke. I
yeah,
got so
okay.
tired of the eat ass jokes.
Yeah.
I got tired of being a sad white dude. Thought I'd go in a different direction.
Yeah, that's a fantastic look. I'm going to talk to you later about how I can facilitate the Southern trailer treasure look for myself.
Buy
You're
your
already very,
casket
very
now.
close.
You heard it.
I'm
Like the
close,
leather
yeah.
blazer with the
Yeah.
beard and honestly, like you'd be the guy that every woman wants at the bar on the Friday night.
That's
Shirtless.
Shirtless with the leather blazer.
You would clean up at Whiskey Dick's.
I
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Do you know how anyone with daddy issues comes parading to me? I can't stop it.
There you are. That is
Scout
trailer
leader.
treasure for a man.
That's
Daddy
right.
issue baked.
Oh, dude, that's my wheelhouse. Bobby, do you have any fun gigs coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna be performing in Atlanta for the Keenan Thompson brunch on
Nice.
June 2nd, and Joyce, Liles, and I just sold a TV show
Oh,
to
hell yeah.
Jimmy
Give it
TV.
up, guys. That's
So-
fantastic.
To who?
Yeah,
For
so
what?
excited.
To what TV?
Demi TV. It's an app with a 1.6 million shares.
Nice.
Fantastic.
But-
That's better than like real TV shares.
So
right
like
now.
sold as
Yeah.
in money's
It's a
in the
solid
bank.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was like, well, they're also letting us do the free live feed, so like you don't even necessarily have to buy the app to see us. And then what had me so excited, it was like that. When I was little, there was this big famous Broadway play called A Chorus Line, and they made it into a movie. And then you have Michael Douglas saying these people step forward, and then you just hear him in the background talking, keep your hair exactly the same. We will need you on Mondays and Fridays. He's just going through this list, and you have all these people on the stage like, I made it. And he was like, all right, we're not going to launch this right away. It might be a couple of months before we get into production. We're going to give you all a 6 series right up front, but what we want to do is completely launch you. We're going to make you a website. We're going to be making you merch. We're going to be doing, and he's going through all that, and I'm literally having my chorus line. I'm like,
Yeah, imagine.
I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure out, like, I've got to get merch. How do I pay for this?
Sure.
And the websites, I started researching they're expensive.
Yeah.
Websites cost you money.
Well, they got the ones where if you got the designs, you can have them go to that link. They sell it, and then they rob you until you can get enough money built up to start printing your own. If you need it, like immediately throw it out there.
Yeah.
They got the ones where you like that.
Yeah.
My husband was laughing at me because I had found we go picking a lot. That's a real treasure trailer side time to do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go to these, they're called picking stores, and what they are, they're huge warehouses that have these booths that people can rent, and instead of like sending your stuff to Hannah Home, really rich people will put the stuff they don't want in these booths and sell it for dirt cheap.
There you go.
And somebody was selling a screen printer
That do it yourself
for
too.
$70.
Oh,
And
yeah,
my husband
yeah.
was like, what a waste of money. And I was like, are you kidding me? Those things are like $500.
Merch printing machine.
Yeah, and then I was like, if you go to aisles, if you go to booth number 48, 62, and 21, all they've got is the plastic stuff that the screen print. I was like, I could do this easy.
Yeah. 73's got great deals on caskets though. That's
Yes, 73, yeah, and urns.
basis, dude.
$12 urns, yes.
All right, one more time, you guys, for Barbee Sutton. You guys, she's fantastic, and yeah, she's got this show coming up with Joyce, and we're excited to have her with us. She's coming to us all the way from Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Nice.
So make it loud for the hilarious Joyce Liles.
Hey guys, I am Joyce Liles and I am from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And contrary to popular belief, not everybody from Alabama marries their cousins, but we all know at least 2 people who have. But you know, if people up north have ugly cousins, that is not our fault. And if you think about it, if more people married their cousins, it would make planning family reunions a whole lot easier. And of course, if you're from the South, you've probably been to one of those Southern weddings where they have the soloist that thinks she's a soprano, but everybody else knows that she's not even maybe barely an alto. And, you know, she's related to either the bride or the groom. You know, in Alabama, she may be related to both of them. But personally, I don't like weddings or funerals. I think one of them is really sad. The other one is a funeral. One is the beginning of your suffering, and one is the end. But, you know, I think the flowers are usually prettier at funerals. But it's a whole lot easier to get your hair done for a wedding. Because people are not good about sending out save the dates for their funerals. And if you ask me, that's inconsiderate. But my mother actually does have a pre-planned funeral. But she just won't tell us when it's going to be. My grandmother used to say that she wanted all female pallbearers when she died because the men didn't take her out when she was living. She didn't want them taking her out when she was dead. I think graveside services should be illegal in the wintertime because just because one person is cold does not mean that we all have to be. I think people that like cold weather are a lot like people that wear Crocs. they should see a therapist. Because bears have fur coats, and they still hibernate in the wintertime. I used to work at Olive Garden, and I like to think that I was a good employee. I also like to think that I'm 29. Our staying there was we're all family here. But I like to think that people in my family are not dumb enough to ask if there's meat in the meat sauce. Because that seems pretty self-explanatory. I did offer a woman a wine sample once, and she was like, "Oh no, I haven't drank in 65 years, and I'm not going to start now." So in other words, she didn't have children. I have 4. One of them has special needs. The other 3 are just needy. Their names are Wesley, Riley, Evie, and Kristen. So their initials spell wreck. Yeah, which says a lot about my mental health. Wesley recently got out of the Army. And I suppose if a child of mine is going to serve time, I had rather him do it in the military than in prison. But he's 30 years old, so he's got time to do both. Riley is my autistic son. And when he was 17 months old, we noticed he wouldn't turn his head when we called his name. So we carried him to have his hearing checked. The doctor said his hearing was fine. So I was like, just what I thought. Men are born with selective hearing. Riley is now 29, and he is completely nonverbal. My oldest daughter, Evie, spoke in complete sentences at 13 months. She recently completed her master's in engineering, and now she lives in a van. Yeah. So I suppose that's what you do with an engineering degree. I wouldn't know because my degree is in fashion merchandising. Because my mother told me all I ever studied was clothes and boys, and she wasn't going to send me to college to study boys. Kristen is my baby girl, and her boyfriend and her recently went to Hawaii. I asked my boyfriend to take me to an island, and he carried me to the kitchen section of Home Depot. Wasn't that romantic? Yeah. I'm a big fan of gender-neutral bathrooms, not only because I have an autistic son, but because I think it's about time that men learn what it's like to stand in line. I do believe in equal work for equal pay, though, which is why women should make at least 10 times what men make. Because, you know, if a man does one thing, he acts like he's done 100. And if a woman does 100 things, a man will act like she's done 1. My ex-husband used to like to grill out. He would go outside and, you know, throw some meat on the grill, and then he would come inside and talk about how he fixed dinner. Because that salad, that baked potato, and that bread just magically fixed itself while he was outside drinking a beer. That's some magic beer, y'all. I wish they made magic wine. I think it would be really nice to go to my room and have a glass of wine or, you know, maybe a bottle, you know, depending on what kind of day I've had. And my kitchen would magically clean itself. I have actually been married twice. I think divorces are like a nice pair of boots. They're expensive, but they're worth it. But I have been through a breakup every year for the last 3 years. So in other words, Cousin Bubba's starting to look a lot more like Brad Pitt every day. Roll Tide. I never thought that I would be 56 years old and living with 4 cats. But apparently that came as less of a surprise to everybody else. I do think my cats have found their forever home. I just hope that the next owners like cats. My cats remind me of my second husband. They're annoying. They expect me to feed them, and they cheat on me with a man across the street. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I am Joyce Liles. Follow me on all social media at Joyce Liles Comedy.
One more time for Joyce Liles, coming to us from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Joyce, tell us about this TV project that you're working on.
Well, the president of Demi TVs, his name is Demetrius Malone. Several years ago, he had a website called Demi TV, which had a soap opera called Cats. It had a comedy animated series called Clarence. And I guess a couple of years ago, he decided to relaunch it as an app.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I was the executive producer of a show on there called Demigods of Comedy.
Cool.
And I played the mayor in a series called Black She-Wrote.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
So you know the guy well. You've worked with him a lot.
I have. Actually, he is a brilliant writer, award-winning writer. He was on the writing team of Days of Our Lives when they actually had the first gay character
Oh, wow. Okay.
on there. He helped, he was on their writing team
Actually, I
then.
remember my grandmother watching Days of Our
So-
Lives when I was like 5.
Yeah, mine did too, until they had their first gay character.
Grandma bailed when it get gay.
And I don't know the year, but he was involved in that, and he's written for Tyler Perry. He's written for some of the Marvel series too. So brilliant
That's
writer.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And, if
And
they're
he's
getting,
he's from Florence, Alabama.
and they're getting a 1.6 share on this app. That's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
That's more than late night TV shows are getting
Okay.
right now. Like,
Yeah, and we've had we've done 2 kind of pilot episodes, and we had over 50,000 viewers.
Wow.
Nice.
And if you go to demitv.com, you can still watch them.
What's the name of the series?
It's called Live with Barbee and Joyce.
Live with Barbee and Joyce. Check that out. You
Yes.
guys. It's
Nice.
fantastic. And Demi TV.
Dude,
DEMI-TV. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's an app, or you can go to demitv.com.
Fantastic.
So.
So you guys actually doing like skits and stuff, or?
No, we've been interviewing comedians.
Oh.
You've been doing
Oh,
this. I
don't
see.
go to DemiTV.com.
Yes, and the first episode we had a comedian goes by Grampy, and we actually did a couple of shows with him at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club up in Bristol, Tennessee,
Oh, yeah.
where we opened for Moody Malavi, who is an awesome comedian.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
He's in
He was supposed to come on our show, but he had something
Yeah,
come up.
he really is. And yeah, we love Grampy. But first episode we had Grampy and Joel Byers, who runs the Hot Breath group on Facebook, the Comedy Writing Room, presented to you by Hot Breath.
And the podcast. and
Yes, the Hot Breath
everything,
podcast.
yeah.
If you're not familiar with him as a comedian, definitely check out the Hot Breath group, because it's all about community and comedians helping comedians, which is kind of what Bobby and I want to do. With the Live with Bobby and Joyce too. But and then this last one we interviewed Moody and Yoshi Show, who is Joel's co-host on the Hot Breath podcast.
Very cool.
So so it has some very good comedians on there, and
Yeah, you've got a good
and
list
it's going to
already.
evolve. Of course, we have had a few technical difficulties, which
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Look,
Getting into a
if you
lot
guys
of
ever
those-
need cheap dates, you could always invite the DMP crew down. Very cheap dates.
Us to hang
All we
out.
expect is some beer and some little Caesars. Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
No.
Shout
we've
out
actually
Detroit.
we've
and
actually
Little
done it
Caesars.
on Zoom or
We're gonna have a crossover episode. Is that what she? Yeah.
Where she said,
Hesitantly.
Dude, I don't know if that TV show is ready for us, dude.
We don't want to get you canceled right before you
I
get
don't
going.
know, man. We could try. I'll do my best.
Get your feet
to
in
be
the concrete
appropriate.
deep.
And I'll go shirtless like Bobby suggested earlier. So I'm excited. This is going to be a fun crossover
I
project.
might veto that.
No? Okay.
shirts?
No, I'll wear
Yeah.
a shirt. I'll wear a shirt. Yeah. Okay.
Preferably not the mesh one I saw you in last time I saw you live.
Yeah.
Mesh Blevins
The
nipples.
80s were a weird
Mesh,
time.
mesh.
Yeah, and if you're gonna wear mesh, wear black and not the hot pink. It really wasn't your color.
I was trying a new thing. I was what.
There are. You can go to demitv.com and you can check out the pictures. Do you have any other gigs you want to plug before you get out of here, Bobby? Or Bobby? I'm reading the
So if you're gonna work together, you're gonna be known as one now.
Sorry.
We do act like sisters.
Yeah, that's
Good,
true.
good.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my parents wouldn't give me a sister, but God did. But I'm still waiting on a horse and raccoon I used to ask for growing up.
Nice.
Haven't got those
One
yet.
day.
I don't know. Bobby is kind of like a horse raccoon sister rolled up into one.
Well, I will be on the Kenan Thompson brunch.
Oh, nice.
July the 2nd, Atlanta Comedy Theater. Bobby and I produce a show in Villa Rica, Georgia at Hickstown Brewery. That next show will be Saturday, June the 15th.
June 15th. All right.
Then June 23rd, we will be in Chattanooga at Gate 11 Distillery.
Okay.
That's AC Hutchinson's show. Yeah, you're from Chattanooga, right?
Seeing a pattern here. Breweries,
No, I've
distilleries.
done the comedy catch down
Okay.
there, but that's about it. It's a
'cause
great
I
town.
associate you with Andrew a lot for some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Andrew Lebetter. But and then actually July the 3rd, Bobby and I will be at the Comedy Catch open mic,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, fun.
which is a great open mic.
It's a great club too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And July the 28th, I will be in Tucker, Georgia.
All right.
So
Yeah, Joyce has got all over the South. She's going to be, so check her out, and check her out on demitv.com
Yeah.
along with Bobby Sutton for that project. We're all excited for that as well. So
Wish you guys the best on that, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
thank you. And we're available for booking. You know, if you'd like to book us as comedians or want us to come to your town and produce a show, because we have produced shows in Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia.
Fantastic.
So
Have y'all developed a entertainment tag yet, like a company?
Authentic Alabama comedy.
There you go.
Authentic Alabama
There you go.
comedy. folks.
That's what you sell.
Authentic Alabama. I got some hot cousins too. I could be into that. Authentic Alabama.
Trade your cousins.
Well, you know, I had some hot cousins too, but sadly my daddy wouldn't let me date them.
No?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I know daddies can suck that way.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong.
What are you going to do? I would have been better off with my first, never mind. I digress.
Same. Yeah.
With my first wife. Yes, but we're excited for you. Joyce, thank you so much for coming on
Thank
the
you.
podcast.
Thank you, guys.
And yeah, one more time for Joyce Liles, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. All right, coming next to the stage. Where's this next comic from, Barbie Jean? Do anybody know?
Alabama.
Another Alabama. We're being invaded by Alabama. This garage is being invaded by Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Let's make it loud, folks, for the very funny Barbie Jean.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, God. Well, it is so good to be here. Thanks for having me, Rev, and you guys, whatever your names are. No, yeah. So I am from Alabama. I happen to be an avid animal lover. Animals are great. They don't judge. They don't criticize. They don't ask for hand jobs at 6 in the morning. Yeah. My name is Barbie, and I've gotten some pretty strong reactions to it, especially recently. Is Barbie your real name? Did you see the movie? Yes, I saw the movie. Now can we move on to the part of the conversation where you asked me if Barbie is my porn name? Yeah. I actually did really enjoy the movie, but I thought it was very unrealistic. I thought Barbie Land was far too perfect. My Barbie Land was quite the dysfunctional scene. All my Barbie dolls were dressed in black and had track marks between their toes. Yeah, and pretty early on, they were already displaying crack cocaine dependency issues. And when they weren't dressed in black and listening to The Cure, they spent a lot of time with Ken, naked. Let's just say there was a lot of dry humping going on. Thank you, Mom, for leaving out that Ron Jeremy tape. Yeah. Yeah, when I was, I had a t-shirt that said, I want to be Barbie, the bitch has everything. Yeah, I only wore it once. I was sent home from kindergarten immediately. Yeah. So Mother's Day, we just had Mother's Day, and I survived it, you know. I hate it when I talk to mothers and they're like, you don't know what it's like to be a mother because you've never had kids. Well, bitch, little do you know that I happen to be a proud mother of my inner child. Yeah, I have to bribe her a lot. Hey, if you're a good girl and actually show up to work today, I'll get you some candy with weed in it. I actually can't have kids. Court ordered. Yeah, my niece Sophia, she asked me, Aunt Baby, why didn't Jesus give you a baby? I said, he knows better than that. Yeah, my niece is so cute. She just turned 10 years old earlier this year. Yeah, she wants to be a veterinarian when she grows up. In other words, she'll be pregnant and hooked on meth by the time she's 16. Yeah. Maybe that joke isn't going to go so well. Maybe I should drop it. It would drop all the guilt that I have for telling it. So, yeah. But my niece, she does have a bit of a mouth on her. She called me, one day she called me a bipolar piece of shit. Yeah. And then I said, ooh, I'm offended. And she goes, okay, you're a slut. And I was like, oh my God. I guess I shouldn't. I think that was after she found my Tinder account on my phone. So I guess she was pretty accurate. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But I am originally from Alabama. Yeah, I do consider myself to be a New Yorker. But deep down, I am a Southern girl because I still have feelings for my cousin. People in New York, they assume I was raised on a farm because I'm from Alabama. No, I did not live on a farm. How stereotypical is that? I grew up on Meth Mountain. Duh. Yeah, I am really loving being back home. It's great to be back home. I get to see my favorite cousins between jail sentences. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen some really crazy shit in Alabama. People think nothing really goes on. But I once saw a stripper roll a blunt with a tampon wrapper. Yeah, I know. It's pretty gross, huh? That's my only period joke that I have and will ever have. So you can relax. So, yeah, I think, I don't drink, but I think I'm going to start. Yeah. So, but yeah, I lived in New York City for over 10 years. And it was interesting. I went through some very difficult experiences. I struggled with homelessness. I was in and out of mental institutions. I worked at TJ Maxx. Really hardcore stuff, guys. I saw the face of death, and it was 40% off my soul. Yeah. Yeah, things were so bad that I asked a fat hooker on a street corner how she got her start. Yeah, I was so broke that I ate Tums for protein, and I stole my roommate's Adderall for nourishment. Yeah. And I think they should have a 99-cent Arizona tea named after me. Are you guys familiar with the Arizona teas? Yeah, they should have one named after me. It could be called Broke Ass Comic. Yeah. Yep. My family assumes I live this glamorous life in Manhattan, but they compare me to Carrie Bradshaw from the show Sex and the City. She had a closet full of expensive Jimmy Choo shoes, Well, I had a closet full of old empty prescription bottles of Klonopin. Yeah. So I want to tell you, I started going to church recently. I'm trying to be a good Christian girl, and I'm in the South, and it's a Bible Belt, but I'm already offending people because I talk like a sailor, and other Christians are like, you shouldn't talk like that. That offends God. And I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure God cusses too. He's probably sitting in the clouds going, holy shit, what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah. So, yeah, and people say not to use the Lord's name in vain. They're like, don't say the Lord's name in vain. That hurts Jesus' feelings. And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Jesus doesn't give a flying fuck what we say about him. Like, I think he's got bigger things to worry about. Yeah, he's like, Daddy, your children are talking shit about me again. And God is like, oh, suck it up, Jesus. Now get down there. You're late. Yeah. And I hate it when churches are always asking for money. Do you notice that? Churches ask for money. They say it's for God. Give up your wealth to God. Doesn't God have a kingdom and shit? Like, why would he need our money? So, yeah. So I started dating again. Yeah. And, it's been, actually, I'm lying. I haven't been dating at all. But for the sake of this joke, I'm going to just say I started dating. But the truth is I'm celibate. But let's just pretend that I'm highly sexual. And I joined Plenty of Fish. Should be called Surplus of Losers. Yeah, there was one guy's profile said, loves my dogs, goes to church, drinks often. Guys, I would never date a priest. Yeah. Yeah, I've been attracting younger men. I had a 25-year-old tell me he loves older women because we're more stable. Like, oh, how cute. This kid actually thinks I have my shit together. Yeah. I should take him on a stroll down to Bellevue Hospital. I'll show him stable on prescription drugs. Yeah. Yeah, my first boyfriend got me into comedy. Yeah, he was also a raging alcoholic. So I thought that was a very appropriate introduction to the comedy scene. Yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah. And I'm older now, so I don't get sexually harassed like I used to. And now I think I took it for granted. Like, I wish. Is that the light? Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, God, I thought you were, like, taking pictures of me. Oh, my God. I was, like, posing. I was like, okay. So I will go ahead and end with, I'll end with this. My ex-boyfriend, one time he wouldn't make me a grilled cheese sandwich because I wouldn't blow him. Yeah, hashtag me too. Yeah. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Barbee, Gene.
Everybody.
Barbee, come on over, have a seat.
My bad.
Hey, what's up? Oh, wow. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
So good.
Wonderful.
Good,
Wonderful.
good.
Great to have you here, Barbee.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any exciting recent stories from the road from doing this comedy thing?
Oh, God. What could I say? I did get, on one trip, I got a little stuffed turtle. It's a keychain. His name is Turbo.
Oh.
We've been dating ever since.
That's
adorable.
Yeah. So you never know who you'll meet on the road.
Yeah,
know?
Nick Weir is a bit of an adorable like turtle keychain himself. Like
I'm a turtle keychain.
You're
How?
like as a person, I think it's a beautiful sentiment. I thought when I said it, you know.
You accept compliments when you get them,
I
Nick.
take
Yeah,
it. I take
yeah.
it. I just never thought I was a turtle.
You never thought you were a turtle?
I thought maybe I was something else. I don't know.
Let's just go around the room. What do you think Nick looks
dude.
like? I think maybe like a sloth.
A sloth. A sloth.
Because you're always high.
I feel like I'm a perfully fine golden retriever.
Golden retriever.
I think I'm
you're all
a
black.
good
You're like
boy,
a black lab
dude.
at least.
That's. What about you, Barbie? What type of animal is Barbie Jean?
What type of animal am I?
Yeah.
Let's see. I would probably have to say a butterfly.
A butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually have a butterfly tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
So
yes.
you just resonate with butterflies like your thing.
They used to use
Yeah,
that shit
we're
during the
both very
MK Ultra
flighty.
project.
Very
Butterfly
flighty.
Effect, your favorite movie?
Butterfly Effect, I can't watch that movie anymore. I saw that movie once. I sat through the whole thing, and it was so traumatic. It disturbed me for a long time.
Sure.
I couldn't even handle it. It
Yeah.
was, I mean, it was a well-made movie, but it was just, some of it was just really disturbing.
It was a big leap for Kelso.
For Kelsey.
Yeah, because like, that actually showed that he could act.
We started
Who?
taking Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher.
Kutcher,
Ashton
it showed that he
Kutcher,
could
yeah.
act.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
that, he was always, you know.
You know, he's
Stutter
got a
dude.
really good movie called Spread. Have you ever seen that movie,
No.
Spread?
No.
It's really good. It's about, he plays this kind of a gigolo type guy. He sleeps with older women in Hollywood and basically lives rent-free in these Hollywood Hill homes. And
Oh, shit.
well, it focuses on one home that he stays at,
Yeah.
and the woman he plays, the actress that plays the woman he's mooching off of, is Anne Heche.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know who
Okay.
that is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Irony.
Yeah, no
it's a
kidding.
really good movie because it shows, like, he gets basically caught,
Oh.
and I won't give away the,
Caught.
like,
That is the LA method. You go
Yeah.
out there and
Yeah.
find someone richer than you to let
Yeah.
you. Like, I know 7
preyed upon
who are
old.
doing this right now.
They want young.
that's probably the way to go.
That is the only
Yeah.
way to make it in LA.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the thing is, the point of the movie is that he didn't want to be like that anymore. He, in the movie, at one
Crisis of
point,
He didn't want to plow old ladies to stay for free and eat ice cream.
He didn't enjoy. He didn't
Oh.
have any feelings for this woman. So having sex with her in the beginning, it was fine. But after a while, he started dating another girl who he actually really liked.
Yeah.
And it became like he couldn't even sleep with this woman anymore.
Sure.
And he ends up at one point homeless.
So
in
it's
the
like
movie.
it's like a parable for marriage. This movie. Apparently that went over everybody's head. Never mind. That was a funny joke, I thought.
I think there's probably only 2 people that are married in this room, and like
There's
one
depressed
is going to
2000
get
out there in the
married.
world that's ready for Blevins.
Yeah, they heard it. They got it. Yeah.
Right.
I think we've given out wonderful marriage advice.
Wonderful
tonight.
marriage.
Oh, yeah.
All the way
Yeah.
from the top to the.
I love my wife. She just doesn't love me. It's all good.
Yeah. I love my
Yeah.
wife. She loves me. It's all wonderful. It's just.
My wife loves me, I guess.
Life is a long time, you know what I
It
mean?
is.
It's
Right.
just
Very
a
long
long time.
I'm 10 in.
You're 10 in.
10 in.
Yeah, dude.
We got past the 8-year, the 7-year itch, man.
Oh, yeah.
The 7-year itch is a real thing
That's
with like
yeah.
long relationships. I had like 2 of them that went like 7 years, and it was like,
Sure.
you know, well, not 2 of them, 1 of them. I made
Well-
it to the second one.
Well, that's great. There's 2,000 YouTube viewers out there that were wondering. what was going on.
There's like 0.
There's 0. Barbie, we were going to invite you to play a game tonight. Are you
Yeah.
interested in
Oh,
playing
sure.
a round of guess what is in Nick Weir's head?
Sure.
That's the game
Okay,
tonight. We're going to
okay.
play a round of
I
guess
thought that's
what
the one
is
that goes
in
all the way around.
Nick Weir's head.
All right, dude. So I'm gonna give you a couple hints, and then you're gonna have 3 guesses at it.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. First, it is a food. You could eat it by itself, but you probably wouldn't. Like most people would not eat it by itself.
Right.
condiment.
Okay. How about cookie dough?
No.
Okay.
Does not it.
She just looked in your eyes.
I think he was going to give you a few more.
in his
He's going to
soul.
give you a few more hints.
Okay.
Two.
Well,
Okay.
damn.
Okay.
Okay.
So cookie dough, but you got two others, so don't worry. You can get this. I
You're
promise.
still-
I make
you're
this-
still in the
I make
game.
this easy to where you can get this.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
God. Because I really want that dildo.
Would you like
He's
more?
an eyeballing, yeah.
Would you like more hints, Barbie?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so it is. Would you like the color of it? Normally.
Of what? The food?
Of the thing. Yes.
Of the
The-
thing
the
that
thing.
you.
The thing that is in my head.
The food that's in
yes.
the
Yeah,
food
yeah.
that's in my head.
Okay.
Yellow.
It's yellow.
Normally.
Okay.
Usually-
Okay. It's yellow.
And
Is
it
it?
is
Can
not-
go by
it is-
itself.
Oh, I know what it is.
More of a side dish.
I believe it's a lemon. Yep. Yeah.
What do we have? Let's take a look.
Lemon.
Lemon.
Oh, Barbie Jean.
I was thinking mustard.
What is in
God,
Nick
I
Where's
was
it?
joking.
And she wins a prize. Here are your choices
What are
for
my
prizes.
choices? Oh, I do
you get
get
a
a
fun co-pop.
Get you a Buzz Lightyear, whatever that
What
You
is
know
that is,
Is
or
this
the
These
dildo.
are the two choices.
Or there's other
There's
fabulous
other-
prizes
Let me see what else
over
we
on
got.
the bookshelf.
They're
but,
just as bad as that one.
It's
I take umbrage to that. We give nothing but fabulous prizes here at Deliciously.
Barbie, do
Nothing.
Only
we
the
still have a
finest.
baseball bat over there?
yeah. There's a baseball bat.
I don't see it.
It's on the top shelf. It's top shelf stuff.
Yeah, it is top shelf.
It's top shelf stuff. It's from The
right.
Walking
okay,
Dead,
okay.
popular show that you might remember from 2018.
I think I'm gonna take
All
this
right.
little guy.
What do you got?
She's gonna go with the Funko Pop.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
Barbie.
you, thank you. Her name is Sarah.
Sarah, that's fantastic.
It's a little girl.
Huh.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know, I actually, this is the toy I prefer.
That's
So-
the toy you prefer.
You ain't got to be
Yeah,
ashamed.
I mean,
That's
over
good.
that toy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know
Yeah.
what to. Yeah, that's a lot to negotiate. That's
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, dude, there's other uses. You could use it as a door handle.
yeah,
door
I guess
handle.
I could.
Stick it to a door.
I say
Yeah.
glue it to the front of somebody's car and let them drive around with it.
Yeah, dude, when they're being a dickhead, that's what they get.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I actually like to collect toys myself. Not sexual toys, but actually
just
kid toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
You can leave it in the wrapper. You ain't got to take it out.
What? Yeah. My favorite, I've got a toy, I just bought this doll.
Okay.
Her name is Dee Dee Disco Diva Roller Girl.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
She's a doll with her eyes open and closed. She's got like curly hair,
Okay.
really big curly hair. She's got, she looks like she's from the 70s.
Okay.
Actually, she looks like the girl from, Roller Girl from Boogie Nights, the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
Boogie
Oh,
Nights. Yeah.
nice.
So,
Heather
yeah, she's
Graham.
very appropriate for kids.
Yes.
Very.
So,
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
so. And I've got another toy, his name is Tommy.
Okay.
And he's a stuffed dog. He's a bulldog.
Okay.
And I make voices for these toys.
Okay.
I was going to ask if you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, and I do videos with my niece in particular. I do
Nice.
Okay.
videos with we make videos. I do a Karen character. You know, we use the toys for the characters.
Fun. Is this on your social media then? You can check this
Yeah,
out on,
I have it on TikTok and Instagram.
Where can people
it out.
check that out? What's your handle?
Miss Barbie Jean.
Miss Barbie Jean.
MSBARBEEJEAN.
Got it.
Are the toys gonna get interviewed on Joyce and Bobby's show?
Well, that is up to them. I'd be honored.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
On Demi TV for your toys to be interviewed.
Yeah.
I just hope they're not getting up into shenanigans while you're away right
Well,
now.
Tommy is probably
story.
freebasing cocaine in the
Yeah.
bathroom right now.
Oh, Tommy.
And
Yeah.
Tommies are wont to do that.
Tommy's
They-
had a
Yeah.
hard life, I guess.
They do.
Well,
They do.
I make it very easy for him, and he still just wants to walk all over me. You know.
to be in an abusive relationship with your toys. That's some shit that comes directly from Muscle Shoals, you guys.
Yeah.
You can't get that you're not gonna find that in Huntsville. I don't
No,
think
dude.
You're not gonna find that in
No,
Huntsville.
you won't. I actually took it to New York.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah.
can bust that to New York for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I lived in New York for
Yeah,
a while,
yeah.
like I said in my act.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Whereabouts in New York?
I was the last time I was in Astoria, Queens.
Okay.
Yeah. And I lived in Upper East Side for a little while.
All right.
So, but yeah, I'm pretty traumatized.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be to do
Yeah.
this.
Just watching New York on TV traumatizes me.
Yeah.
I ain't got to be there. I just believe it.
That's fun
Yeah.
because New Yorkers watch you on YouTube to be traumatized. So that's
Yeah.
a fun little
It's a circle of life.
circle of life.
Yeah.
They see this show and they're like, they don't want to deal with us.
Yeah.
Late night white trash.
Woo!
Yeah.
Whitest of white trash. Yeah. Well, any exciting gigs you've got coming up that you would like to plug, Barbie, before you get out of here today?
Yeah, I got something in June coming up. It's in Chattanooga.
Okay.
And I'm actually doing it with Bobby and Joyce.
Okay, at the, what was the brewery?
What's the name of the place again, Joyce?
Gate 11 Distillery.
Yeah, okay.
Gate 11 Distillery.
Gate 11 Distillery.
Check that out.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to want to check that out. All of the gals that you've seen tonight, Joyce and Bobby will be there as well. So
And
definitely
you can also check me out on YouTube. I've got some comedy videos up there, along with all my toy videos.
Nice.
I've got
Excellent.
some stand-up videos on there, and I just did a set at the Stand Up Live in Huntsville.
In Huntsville. Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a great club.
So I taped that, and it was a very good set.
Great
I thought I
club.
did great.
That's,
So
that's awesome, and I'm
yeah.
looking forward to seeing what you can muster with Sarah there. So check it out on.
yeah,
Drive.
yeah, I'm
wondering
gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
It's a bobblehead, right?
No,
No, they do absolutely nothing.
It says bobblehead.
Oh, it says bobblehead.
Yeah, it says the bobblehead right
Oh, you got a
there.
special edition.
I must have. I maybe
Wow.
maybe I did.
Got lucky.
Multiverse of Madness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is
it's a Doctor
hardcore.
Strange movie.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a horror movie.
Oh, okay. I've heard of the multiverse. I used to
Right.
be really into science, like
Yeah.
astrophysics.
Sure. Yeah.
And they would talk about the multiverse and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like there's multiple universes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That-
dude, he
Dimensions
does
within
it. He
dimensions.
does it. He goes
Yeah.
right through them.
Dimensions.
Okay, perfect. Maybe he'll let me travel with him.
Then maybe.
Yeah, we can do some space traveling, time traveling.
Oh, yeah,
Next subject,
yeah.
Project CERN.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't want to do that, dude. Nope,
You
no
don't
CERN
wanna-
for me.
You don't want to collapse the nature of reality
yeah.
on itself, or
Not right
mix,
now. Not
mix
today.
things up.
Well, they're going to do it either way,
Get it
without your
spicy.
permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, don't want it.
Barbie, it was just a joy to have you on. Thank
Yeah,
you so
well-
much for coming out.
Yeah,
if we
well,
can
thank
have
you guys
one more
for
round of
having me.
applause for Barbie Jean, you
Yay!
guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the toy, guys.
Absolutely. And
I'll name it after you guys.
Ah,
it's named after
Rev and the rest of them.
Rev and the rest.
Rest
of
of
them.
Okay,
Rev and the
yeah.
rest
That's who we are.
All right.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Barbie,
you,
for
Barbie.
coming out. All right, and I am excited because now, amidst this roast beef fest, we finally have a sausage in this party.
Sausage!
So
You've been waiting to say this all
I was
night.
formulating something. It's like, what are you gonna say when
Sausage.
Alex gave it the solo clap.
She got, there was one sad solo clap from Alex. That's
She
that's all the
understands.
validation I need. I don't need to do open mics again. All right, we're excited to have him here. I don't know where he's from because I don't do my homework. But why don't we give him a warm DNP welcome anyway? Make it loud for Pete Barlow, you guys.
Petey boy!
Good evening, the internet. How y'all doing? I'm so excited to be here. This is the most time I've ever spent in a garage without a car running. That's right, I am your mandatory sad white man for the show. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name is Pete. Recently, my dad called me Alan. In case your short-term memory is really bad, that is not my first name. I was like, sir, you have had plenty of time to study for this test. In fact, you wrote it. I know he did because he named me after his favorite baseball player, Pete Rose. Fun fact, terrible at baseball, great at destroying my own reputation. His prediction was half true. I'm glad he did not decide to name me after his favorite stand-up comedian, because then my name would be Bill Cosby Barlow. I might get some strange looks for that one. My full name is Pete Barlow. Last year I introduced myself to someone and they were like, "Oh, Barlow, that's interesting. Is that a family name?" I did not have the heart to tell this person that all last names are family names. That's kind of their purpose. I'm originally from Ohio. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm from a town called Sydney. You've never heard of it. Really? By default, I'm like the 5th most famous person from Sydney, and most of you have already forgotten my name. Just like my dad. In case you didn't know, I played Steve on Blue's Clues back in the 90s. That was a joke, but for like 1 second, some of you were like, "I knew it." A lot of comedians like to joke about their childhood. I'm not one of them, mostly because my childhood was perfect. I mean it, you guys. I was extremely popular. I was a straight-A student. I excelled at every sport I tried. Let's see, what other lies can I tell you? My soccer coach did not kill my dog. Folks, that's a spicy story for another day. No, my childhood sucked, mostly because I was a nerd. But I was like a nerd in the 90s, so that was a bad thing. I was also the worst kind of nerd, because I was stupid. All of the popular kids still bullied me into doing their homework once. All it took was one F for them to realize that this well was dry. You know, a lot of people, including some of the comedians in this garage, blame the participation for the ruination of my generation. The participation trophy makes kids soft. The participation trophy makes kids think that life is full of free handouts. The participation trophy gives kids a false sense of self-worth. Folks, take it from someone who has exclusively received participation trophies. They are as good for your sense of self-worth as pooping your pants at recess. My school decided to go one better, though. We had a participation ribbon, and it was purple. So that little accoutrement, coupled with teachers saying things like, "Everybody give Peter a round of applause. Despite everything, he never quit," did not get me invited to a lot of pool parties. Not that I would have attended anyway. The one time I swam without my shirt, all the kids pointed and laughed at me, mostly because I'm so ghoulishly pale. One of the dads tried standing up for me. He's like, "Hey, you leave him alone. He just has a lot less melanin than normal people." Thanks, well-meaning douchebag. Now I'm pale and a freak. The 90s were a different time, though. For example, we used to care about school shootings. Back then, they were like the release of a Star Wars movie. It was all over the news and everybody had an opinion. Now they're like the release of a Star Wars TV show. Everyone's like, "Oh, there's another one? Ugh, I can never keep these things straight." Well, back before we started scapegoating the trans community for all school shootings, it was the nerd who was the top suspect. True story, one time a bully came up to me, he's like, "Hey, if you bring a gun to school and shoot me, I'm gonna kick your ass." Now, I didn't say this out loud, but I was certainly thinking, if I brought a gun to school and I shot you, I'm pretty sure I just won that fight. A few years after that, I got called into the principal's office. One of my classmates was found with a hit list on him. Folks, I was on that hit list. I was number 2. What the fuck? I was so weirdly offended by that. Number 2? That means I was the kid he was gonna kill if he had time. From that moment on, I made a point of being the most hateable person I could be. Because if I'm gonna get murdered, I sure as shit am not accepting a participation trophy. Well, my name's Pete. That's been my set. Thank you very much.
And for Pete Barlow, come on over here and have a seat, Pete.
Sausage.
It's great to have you with us. I dig the shirt. Are
Thank you very
just
much.
into old guys fucking? What's that all about?
No, I knew he had a lemon in his brain, so I was like, I should wear this.
Oh,
I
in
knew.
commemoration for Nick's tumor.
Absolutely.
He knew about it,
He
dude.
knew about it.
Thank you.
He looks
I don't
like
even need to
powder.
go
He
to
could
the
probably
doctor.
smell your tumor right now. You should look into that.
Oh, man.
It smells like nickels and burnt hot dogs.
I haven't thought about that movie in
I know.
I don't know
I'm
how
too old.
long.
I'm
dog.
old. My my references are stale. What do you want?
I watched it when it came out, so
Yeah,
I was
I
there
know.
with you.
I
The only thing I remember
like
is like
95,
when
96.
he fell backwards in the puddle.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I remember.
Yeah,
from
I'm
that
just
movie.
worried that Pete's gonna tell me how I die before the end of this panel tonight.
Damn,
So
you don't
that's-
remember him bending the
What
spoon?
do
Old
you
age, warm in a bed.
Oh, thank goodness, Pete.
You
is
look like a guy.
Well,
from
you'll
a-
be warm in the bed because there's a fire.
I'm already
Oh my
old
God.
too, so it could happen this year, as far as I know.
You do look like someone that's been like in a commercial or something, but I can't think.
I look like
not
every
the
bald
Verizon
white
guy.
man with glasses. My favorite heckler screamed, "Hey y'all, it's the Six Flags guy."
Six Flags guy.
I'm like, I can't dance and I'm not old, but thank you.
Michael Stipe, you can do.
Well,
Moby,
I mostly
perhaps.
perform in Athens, so that kind of works.
Oh, Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Athens. Owen
Are you
Hunt.
from Georgia?
No, actually, well, I'm originally from Ohio, but I live in Augusta, Georgia now.
Okay,
Ah.
so
It's very
Ah,
exotic.
getting to Sydney, I went there,
Lot of
man.
golf.
You guys have both. What's this? I want to hear this story.
Hey, it wasn't nothing bad, dude. I just had to go up there for a supplier. They were going bankrupt. It was used to be.
You deal meth?
yeah, that's.
No, no,
I've been to Sydney,
Meth on
folks. It's the
motorcycle.
number one
Automobile.
export.
I had to watch these tools leave. I was like boots on the ground. It was really sad, dude. Like these people have been working there for 20 years, like all losing their job. The factory's closing down.
That would be
You
me
blame
if I
that on
hadn't joined
GM,
the
not
army.
us.
You were in the army?
I'm in the army.
You
Oh.
currently?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for your
I don't.
service.
Thank you for your.
How many confirmed kills you got? I love
classified.
asking this question.
Classified.
Classified.
So zero.
That's weird.
Zero. It's absolutely. I'm a PowerPoint ranger.
Do they know that you do stand-up comedy?
Selectively, none of them see it, but I think that's just because they don't find me funny at work.
Yeah.
You blend in well.
Absolutely.
Oof. I'm terrified for the country right now, just finding out that you're actively serving.
No, dude, I think we're safe. What do you mean?
Because if you go around this garage right now, it's all nothing but comics. If we're the ones that are entrusted with things going down, like if things went down right now,
We're gonna die.
we're gonna die.
We got a couple of scout leaders. What are you talking about?
I could not occupy
I would play
Antioch.
dead.
All right. I'm gonna say one thing, y'all. If anybody comes for Antioch, we got you. All right.
If you come for this
That's
garage
it.
and that side of the table, you'll be doomed. But anywhere else,
I think the best thing for us all to do is not get caught up in the whole divide and conquer game that they've really been pushing at us for the last 5 fucking years.
That's true. It's very
Because they
true.
want us to start a civil war amongst each other.
yeah.
That's
saw
what the
the movie
power. That's the
Civil
big
War. I
secret,
know how we
guys.
can
That's what the
win
powers
this.
that be are doing.
How do we mend it? A24's got the solutions to
I was
this.
just gonna say like an asteroid or something.
Oh, that's gonna unite
I
everybody.
may have fallen asleep at the ending of the movie. I don't know how it ends. I assume it was happy.
I thought that Bill Paxton came out and gave a grand unifying
What are we gonna do
speech
now,
about,
man?
like,
That's
What are we gonna
Bill
do now?
Pullman, you uncultured swine.
Oh.
Get your fake presidents right.
Swine.
Bill Pullman, son of a bitch, every time.
Damn it. Forgettable Bill.
I did that on purpose for the bit.
I
but it just,
missed what
he got
movie
it.
we
but
were
it
Bill
just
talking
Paxton
about.
is the one
died.
who will save us from tornadoes or
He'll say-
Titanic.
oh, that's right. He'll save us from tornadoes. And
No, he won't save us. He'll find us in the wreckage later.
Oh, but
That's
then
what
he'll
Bill
realize
Paxton
the
did,
real
Titanic.
journey was like self-discovery.
that's
The heart
I
of
think
James
that's the
Cameron.
message of the movie.
The heart of James Cameron.
that, and Helen Hunt wasn't so bad after all. I just feel bad for that one gal who was just doing her job the whole time. And it's like collectively as an audience, we're like, "Fuck you! We want her. Like we want the protagonist to get back with the ex-lover."
Oh, yeah, the chick. Yeah.
The therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They're also making a movie now. Another one's called Twisters.
Twister. Oh,
I don't know if they're going to have any of the
They're
original
back with
people
the-
in it.
I don't think Bill Paxton's gonna be.
Well, I don't think. Are you
he's
sure?
pretty busy.
Are you sure? He's somewhere else right now.
maybe they
acting.
get Bill Pullman to do it.
He's
Just a slightly out of focus Bill Pullman. It's like, oh yeah, it's Bill Paxton. It's like, yeah.
Right. Oh man. Oh, Pete, you got any exciting gigs coming up? that you-
I do. I will be hosting a showcase at the Globe in Athens tomorrow night at 9. I'll be doing Funny or Fired at the Comedy Zone in Greenville on June 19th. And then shortly after that, I've got Athfest.
Heck yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's a full schedule. That's fantastic. I think I need to shave my head. That's my
And wear glasses. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Everyone thinks they know me.
yeah. That's
Yes.
fantastic. It's like you get to be principal on Community and then have a fantastic career in Athens later.
And get people asking me my autograph because they think I'm Moby. It's amazing.
It's fantastic.
You're missing out.
You just
look
signed
like
it,
Alan
not
Moore.
Moby.
Alan Moore. I do look like I have a lot of weird opinions, and I'm going to write some dark comic books in my future. That's for sure.
That's everyone in this garage right now, by the way.
They think we're like 3 members away from a full-on crew. We're almost finished with the manifesto, so if anybody's interested in
Ham sandwich mandate.
the ham sandwich mandates, we're gonna
We have a
start.
mission.
We're gonna nuke Australia.
Dude, they've had it too good
They've
for too
had
long.
it too good for
good.
too long. Pete gets it. He knows.
They've been hogging all the Vegemite.
No, I don't want that. I'm sure that
I
tastes
like
horrid.
Vegemite.
In fact, you're the second you're the second non-Australian I've met who likes
Yeah,
Vegemite.
it's-
It's green eggs and ham, man. You just got to try it.
Yeah, you just scrape that shit on
I've
toast.
seen people try it. It just
It's the
doesn't
best.
look. It seems like bad Nutella. Like, why
Oh.
didn't you just eat Nutella?
You could have had chocolate, but instead you had yeast.
Yeah, eat Nutella.
It's delicious.
Yeast.
Dude.
It reminds me of my first wife.
Zing! All right.
We're doing comedy, folks.
We are doing stand-up here.
All
That's right.
All right, Pete. Before you get out of here, any other hate crimes you'd like to commit on YouTube or any other groups
No,
that
I
we
think
should
I'm
offend?
canceled enough.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Aw.
We've fully canceled it. Well,
It's required.
It was a
as
good run,
stand-up,
Pete. It was a
you
real
know.
good run.
it was
So
a good
I'll make a
run.
rebound. I'll show up on Fox News and cry, and it'll be like, get him some shows, and I'll get it.
Get him some shows. He's down in Athens, Georgia, folks. Go and see him before he's murdered by Bigfoot. So, one more time for Pete Barlow, everybody. Make it loud for Pete Barlow. All right, back to the roast beef party. We've got. Do you know where Cait comes from? Where does Cait?
Nashville.
Cait Blauer's from Nashville. I feel like such a jackass. All right, she's from Nashville. She's hilarious, from what I've heard. Make it loud for Cait Blauer.
Cait!
everyone.
Is there a tutorial on how to roll a joint with a tampon? Because I am on my period and just ran out of papers.
Well, I would have asked the girl, but I think she got killed by the mafia. So
That's fair. That's fair.
I should have taken notes.
Mm-hmm. You could probably use a tampon to get away from the mafia, too, in some kind of way or fashion. All right. So, when it comes to shit that white people shouldn't say, I think the N-word is like the cocaine of words. And it can be glamorous to use, kind of like Quentin Tarantino, or it can wreck your life to use, kind of like Kramer. But I think something that white people all need to admit to themselves is that you've used it before. Maybe you used it in high school at parties. Maybe you've used it in college with your fraternity brothers. Facebook likes to remind you that you used it 13 years ago. But you mature. You grow, you learn, you know how harmful it is to use it. You just see the havoc that it creates, and you just stay away from it. And then maybe you're at a party and you get invited to one of the back rooms and there's only like 3 to 5 people there and they're using it and they invite you to use it. And you know, the door is closed, so you're like, well, once can't hurt. You know, I will if she will kind of situation. Then maybe you get a little too loose, a little too comfortable. Once becomes twice and then thrice, and then someone pulls out their phone and you are now recorded using the word and you're fired. Or maybe you stick to your morals. You don't go in the back room. You're outside. You're hanging out with everybody. But then slowly but surely, the people that you're hanging out with, the majority of them are black people. And then the biggest plot twist in peer pressure happens where then they invite you to use it. And they're like, no, it's okay. You got a golden ticket. Go ahead and say it. Just go ahead and do it. And it's like, no. I know a trap when I see a trap, and that is what this is. Like, I say nay. I say no. I'm like, I'm thinking about it. You know I want to use it. That's why you're asking. Don't do it. But, you know, you say no. Does anybody know who Dr. Umar Johnson is? Hey-oh. Okay, so if you do not, he is a Pan-Africanist, which means he believes that black DNA is superior. He also condemns homosexuality and interracial relationships. Now, do you guys think that we finally have an example of a black person being racist against white people? I don't know the answer to this question either, but I do know that I have to wear SPF 50. I'm more troubled by him condemning interracial relationships. He says that there is a snow bunny crisis, which without any context sounds like the cutest crisis to have. I feel like if your crisis has the word bunny in it, it's not that much of a crisis. And I low-key think that Dr. Umar Johnson loves him some white women. I think he's probably taking care of one in a condo somewhere that his family don't know about. I think white women to Dr. Umar Johnson is kind of like junk food to Ben Stiller's character in Dodgeball. Just can't get enough of that shit. But there is a video of him running away from a white woman at an airport because she asked him what time it was. And I think this is kind of like a full circle moment in society, because this means if I'm walking down the street and he's coming from the other side, he sees me, he's going to be the one to move to the opposite side of the street. And my toxic trait is I think I could get him to kiss me. I think I could kind of go over there, hop on over with my little carrot and just be like, what up, doc? Do you want to recreate the scene in Malcolm X where I kiss your feet and feed you eggs? Because I do like black men, and I do not mind that they're only fucking white women just to get back at the white race. Let me hear your generational trauma. You can even dress me up as a slave master's daughter if you want to. My name is Cait. You can find me on Instagram at CaitFunny, C-A-I-T, funny. Thank you.
Keep it going for Cait Blauer. Fixing racial challenges.
Tried to.
One black dude at a time. That's
That's
right.
That's the objective.
That's the objective.
Yeah.
You're really changing lives.
I have a good feeling you're going to be able to succeed.
That's right.
Our shots, okay?
Oh wait, you want a shot?
So Cait is going to go for a shot. Who?
It's just that it's
wait.
been like it sat in a car. I think it's now gone down to room temp from hot car temp.
Okay. Yeah. Rev's going to have a shot.
We weren't doing them. I don't think.
I'll have.
Because
a
they were
car
room
shot.
temp?
No, because they were hot. I think.
Oh, they
hot,
got to cool
hot.
down a little bit.
Well, I wasn't offering because Barbie had said that she didn't drink during her set, and I think I just plumb forgot during Joyce's.
Oh, man, that was
And then I
no.
got whiskey poured on my
no.
suit.
You
My
know,
bad.
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Charge it to the game.
We got paper towels over there.
We all, yeah.
Let me go grab them.
I smell like Kentucky's finest right now.
And I haven't drinking anything, man. That's my bad. Oh, you don't get nothing to clean your stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to clean my pant leg for me. That was going to be a fun little side adventure in the show.
So how have things been going with you?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, how about a shot
Cheers,
to...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cait's mission.
There you go.
That's not bad. That's okay.
It'll work.
Wakes up your sinuses.
Yeah.
It would be probably good for a hot toddy, I bet.
Yeah.
Better for that.
I've been sipping on some hot toddies lately. I guess it's become like my drink of choice, and I just feel so refined.
Even when you go out.
Hmm.
Just order a hot toddy. Huh?
Yeah, and they give it to you in a mug sometimes, and it's like you feel special.
Okay.
Interesting.
Special with whiskey. I mean, that's a win to me.
My brothers are both very special, and they drink a lot of whiskey. So that's...
Never been a big
explains
fan
why
of
I
it,
quit
man.
drinking whiskey, dude.
yeah. That's...
Whiskey blackouts, man. Never like to wake up and hear what you did the next day at a young age. Like
No, I can
16,
just
17, like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, God.
Back
Dude, you don't know what you did last night.
Back
Walking
then,
up on the lawn.
we didn't make podcasts out of them back then.
Oh, yeah, we did film it.
That's-
Yeah, we had drunk-ass
Yeah,
episodes back in the day.
You had...
Yeah, we filmed 3 keggers and all kinds of shit, man. I got some gold in my closet.
Sloan's got gold in his closet. Cait, do you want to play a game? Are you feeling up for a game?
I like games.
All right. I think we're going to play a game of whiskey-soaked 20 questions with Cait Blauer.
All right, dude.
All right. Nick's going to get 90 seconds on the clock, and we're going to get started here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
And what celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Oh, God.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Have you ever gotten... Oh.
No, yeah, next one.
Okay.
Next one.
Have you ever gotten high with your parents?
Yes.
Is Black Sabbath in your top 5?
No.
Would you help a bandmate hide a body or a fellow comedian?
Yes.
Punch your mom in the face or kick your dad in the balls?
No.
No. How many chickens would it take to kill a human?
7.
If you are starving, would you eat a person?
Is it cooked?
Have you ever masturbated at work?
No.
Have you ever stolen a riff or a comedy joke, I guess?
No.
To auto-tune or not to auto-tune?
I mean, sometimes it sounds okay. Like Cher did it.
All
It's
right.
okay. Yeah. Sure.
Lose your sight or lose your hearing?
Ooh. Sight.
Third nipple or second vagina?
Changed it up.
Nipple.
What is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse?
Fists.
What superpower would you want?
Fly.
Remove one person from the earth, who is it?
You.
Nice.
Would you sell your soul
Blevins.
to the devil for a record deal?
No.
Would you rather be in a robot or zombie apocalypse?
Robot.
Would you rather do 5 years in prison or 20 years in a coma?
Prison.
If you walked in on your wife with another woman, join in or get mad?
What do they look like?
That is time, folks. We didn't quite make it, but we're gonna let Cait, for that hilarious burn on myself, we're gonna let Cait pick a prize.
That was great.
Yeah,
Can I do another shot instead of a prize?
You can do another shot instead of a prize. You can have Kentucky's second finest whiskey
Oh, that is hilarious.
as a prize.
I don't want the fucking
Kentucky's
dick or the
deluxe,
fucking
dude.
Plunko, whatever the fuck they are.
No Plunkos. No, just Kentucky
Funkos?
Deluxe.
What the fuck are they called?
Funko.
Funkos.
Okay.
Funkos.
Well, you can tell how many I've bought.
What are you gonna do for retirement, Sloan? That's
I'm probably just gonna have like cattle. And like fucking cut hay and just live like a farmer.
Live like a farmer. That's good.
I just don't have to go to work anymore.
That's good. Cait's gonna invest in whiskey. That's
Or champagne.
ooh,
Champagne. I think that's a good one to go into.
it's classier. It's classy.
I think there's less people in it too. I think that's one you could just take over, dog.
Yeah.
I think so.
Get like lavender infused. Or just say infused on the bottle.
THC
Okay.
infused.
Oh.
So
There
does
you go.
champagne last good like wine? Is it the same? Like
One time I put acid in the champagne and it was the same.
what?
well, how'd that trip go?
It was lovely. Yeah, we were camping.
It had to be lovely.
Yeah.
If you're doing
I
it in
also-
champagne, it would
yeah,
have
I
to
also
be
did it
lovely.
with whiskey too, and that was pretty good too.
Wow.
The whiskey was more intense. I'll say that.
That's interesting. I've never heard of people putting acid in like
Yeah.
whiskey or any kind of alcohol, really.
I recommend it. Like, if you're still in your drug taking years, do it. Just like one
Yeah,
little
okay,
tap will do you.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Get a
put-
couple people to
I
share.
learned things.
I did too. Do you put your pinky up during a champagne acid trip?
If I remember to.
Pinkies up, always.
Yeah, dude. When the zombies aren't coming for you.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any exciting gigs coming up that you want to plug?
I do. June 22nd, Big Swole Productions is going to be at Venue 109 in Madison, Tennessee.
Madison,
Nice.
Tennessee. Check that out, folks. Do you have any social media that you'd like to plug?
Yes, Cait Funny, C-A-I-T Funny on Instagram.
Cait Funny on Instagram. You were hilarious. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast tonight.
Thank you, guys.
You guys, one more time for Cait, you guys. I think we can all agree that she was hilarious. All right, we're gonna keep this show rolling. We have another dude for you guys tonight.
Two sausage.
Two sausage. Where's this guy coming from? You know where Ken comes from?
Kentucky.
Oh, you didn't say it right. No, what I found with this particular city is you have to say it like you're mustering a loogie. So,
I just call it Louisville.
Louisville. So, yeah, from Louisville. Make it loud for Ken Ray.
I'm from there, and I call it Louis because that was King Louis. So getting old sucks. And today, I actually realized that. I was at the mall, and I walked by that Mediterranean beauty kiosk. They don't offer me free samples anymore. So I got a little offended, and I walked by them 6 or 7 more times. And all of a sudden, I realized, damn it, I'm now a mall walker. And speaking of being offended, when I had cancer, people would look at me and go, man, Kenny, you look really good. You look great. And I said, well, thanks. But now that I'm cancer-free and I'm healthy, people are looking at me going, man, Kenny, you all right? Are you sick again? So I asked my buddy, I said, dude, what the hell? And he goes, man, look in the mirror. So I did, and I realized I've lost 35 pounds. My clothes don't fit me well, and I'm still bald. Yeah, I'm rocking that chemo patient look. Yeah, I had nut cancer, is the kind of cancer I had. And when my doc first told me about it, he was actually late for our appointment. And I said, Doc, what the hell? He goes, man, I'm sorry, I dropped the ball. I said, yep, man, you're going to get along just fine. So my last surgery I had, I just got my penis implant installed. And when I got it installed, I was like, hey, Doc, I appreciate that extra 2 inches you gave me. He goes, I didn't give you any extra length. I was like, I kind of beg to differ. He goes, no, you've lost weight and you can finally see your dick. Yep, you got a good sense of humor. Now, my first surgery is when they cut them out. And he put in prosthetics, and he told me I'm going to make them cosmetically pleasing. I'm like, Doc, I'm 50 years old. I have never had anybody look at my hairy turkey love satchel and go, those are cosmetically pleasing. Now, remember that sense of humor? I had to take medicated baths for the first week. And my first bath, I go get in it, and all of a sudden they go, bloop, bloop. They float. So I called him. I said, you forget to tell me something? And he just laughed. So I love him. So back to getting to be old age. Got cock blocked the other day by arthritis. That's another thing about getting old. I was with this lady, and she goes, oh, baby, and starts rubbing my back, and all of a sudden she just stops. And she's like, that's disgusting, and ran out the door. And I'm like, baby, where are you going? And she's like, I can't do it. And I was like, I try, I'm sorry. And she just ran. Well, what it is let me explain. When you get to my age, there's certain parts of your body that you just can't reach with the razor anymore. And that's what she found. So if there's any barbers out there in the audience that want to hook a brother up, I'd greatly appreciate it. I got a DUI the other day from old age. Sober. It was at one of them checkpoints, and the judge goes, Mr. Kenny, your blood alcohol was absolutely 0. I said, yes, sir. And he goes, but you failed that field sobriety test. I said, yes, sir. I said, that officer told me to get out of the car, and when I started to, my back all of a sudden locked up on me. So now I'm standing on the side of the road looking like that one high school kid we all knew with scoliosis. And he's like, I'm going to need you to raise your leg and balance. And I said, that's going to be a little hard. So now I'm doing this. And I realized I look like a crippled Clydesdale. And he goes, I need you to start walking in a straight line. I was like, Barney, you're not catching this point, are you? So now I'm starting to do this, and I take my first step, and all of a sudden, I get an ash cramp. Anybody ever gotten an ash cramp so bad it makes you quit speaking English? Like, I'm making noises that Star Wars producers are going, there's our next character. And I'm not an animal. That's a John Merrick reference. You young kids can Google that later. I look up, and the judge has tears running down his face. And I'm like, Your Honor, I don't think it's that funny. He goes, well, apparently you didn't read the arrest slip. And I said, no, sir. And he goes, well, the officer locked you up because he said you look like a disabled dinosaur. Yep, that's my life. So again, dating and stuff is hard at my age. Like right now, I have IBS, so that kind of puts a damper on things. And when I got IBS, my doctor gave me a pill. I want you all to tell me, what do you think the major side effect of that pill is? What do you think? Come on. I got a pump for that now. That's good. What else? Come on. Close. Anal leakage. I was like, Doc, that's why I came to you in the first place. Now, my buddy goes, you should try yoga. It's stress-free medicine. Bullshit. They stuck me in a room full of all these beautiful women like over there and over here. And then between bending and stretching and the possibility of anal leakage, I had to hold in a fart for an hour. Now, IBS actually got me out of a ticket once. This cop pulled me over and he goes, boy, you in a hurry? And I said, yes, sir, I got IBS. I'm about to shit myself, and I know that gas station's open. He said, well, I'm going to need you to hold on just a minute while I run your stuff. I said, well, sir, I've been holding on for about the last 10 miles. Unfortunately, I got all the time in the world now. That's going to itch when it dries. So yeah, when you get all those kinds of problems, IBS and arthritis, it's hard to date. But I recently went out with this lady the other day, and she was a widow, and her husband had died from masturbation. Well, I'm a smart ass, and I said, well, was his COD, complications of a stroke? We're not going out again. Recently had sex with this lady, and she goes, so you into anal sex? And I said, hell yeah. Then I got a little confused because she had a colostomy bag. I hit it in both. Recently had sex with a hoarder, I think. Her bedroom was full of teddy bears and garbage. And when she turned out the lights, I just went for the first wet hairy thing. So folks, with that, I'm going to leave you with this last thing. Ladies, I'm single, and if you're looking for a sugar daddy, just know I'm diabetic. And the best I can give you is glucose grandpa. Y'all be safe.
One more time for Ken Ray. He might have fucked a Care Bear, but we're going to give it up for Ken Ray anyway. How you doing, Ken?
I thought I'd be the only one here with a plastic cock tonight.
Hey, dude, I was wondering if you were going to bring out the cone. I never saw it.
You never saw the bone cone?
No, I saw you do it last time.
Oh, bone cones at home.
I know.
The bone cones at home. This is a goddamn Dr. Seuss poem or something.
Yeah, I remember the last time. I was texting Rev literally just now, or during your set, being like, I thought he was going to bring the cone with him tonight.
I did the bone cone last time, but I actually brought Rev a shirt tonight. So,
Nice.
Oh, dude, amazing.
just remember my saying for nut cancer. Gentlemen and ladies, if it feels funny, tell you, honey, and don't be a dick. Check on your neighbors.
Check on your neighbors.
Nut health is a real thing, fellas.
That's right. And
Now, the best part about it is his shirt, I have it on my leg. I just got tattooed, and my mom goes, did you really put a scrotum on your leg? And I went, yes, ma'am, I did.
Yeah, I did that when I took a bath earlier this morning.
Now, if you can get mom to get that tattoo, that'd be a whole different thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm joking, though. Don't get mad.
It's funny if she would.
But it would be nice to get the following. If you got a following of men out there and they all got the same tattoo.
That'd be cool.
That would be great, really.
Yeah.
I'd love to start Nut Check November. I think it'd be a great
Dude,
movement.
save the titties, whatever, whatever month. What is that?
Check November, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
Save
can't have the same month.
Save
No.
a dad, check an ad. So
The day after Father's Day,
I literally
nobody cares.
did get the worst
2 days in a row.
Kentucky bourbon you could buy right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We ball on a budget in this town.
Ball on a budget.
I'm gonna bring y'all some good stuff next time.
Would you like a shot?
No, I got to drive back tonight. Unfortunately, we
drive
got
back.
storms coming into Louisville tomorrow, so I'm on call.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
Batten down the
Gotta
hatches.
put the horses up.
Yeah, we do.
It had applied here, man. We just got hit pretty hard down in Columbia. Went through a lot of like stuff like that.
All I know is I ain't
You
smoked
guys
any yet, and I got a
especially,
cotton
yeah.
mouth like a son of a bitch right now.
Yeah.
It's in the air.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just,
dude. It just it comes from the place.
It
you
does.
know, from the walls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
once you
walk
get-
in, it's like, all right, we're good.
So how's Louisville going?
Louisville's not been going too bad. Well, unfortunately, we just had the little Scotty incident at the golf club.
Well,
Oh, y'all haven't heard?
I
At the
didn't.
PGA Championship, our police department locked up the #1 golfer in the world.
Yeah, I heard that on the radio.
Yeah, lied on the report and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, it's ugly.
And he still like played, right?
Oh yeah, he played like 2.5 hours later.
What did they lock him up for?
Said he ran through an accident scene, even though he was waved on. Yeah, you have to watch the video.
Oh,
It's bad. So everybody's running around now going, free Scotty.
Wow.
yeah, we didn't hear about that down here.
Oh yeah, it's
We
crazy. Oh,
was in the middle of cicada season.
those sucked coming down here. I stopped twice just to clean the windows off.
Dude, it has been an interesting time when the aliens come out of the ground.
Dude,
I'm going to Canada.
13 years, and then they just come out, and my kids have got the tennis rackets out, just counting. 35, 57.
I'm going to Canada on the motorcycle here in a few weeks. And I had to buy a full face helmet.
Yeah.
And they're telling people to wear gaiters or scarves.
Oh, yeah.
Because they'll bait the what out of
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah. Have you ever taken a June bug to the neck? It's
Oh,
no
I've,
fun, dude.
I've taken them to the forehead.
Yeah.
Took a paintball to the neck. We like had a ring wearing for a week. Perfect.
Those unrelated.
I was like, where was that
incidents?
paintball stored prior to getting a ring
Right.
worm?
Man, I got hit by a marble, didn't know about it.
Somebody had that paintball in their butt.
Where'd that come from?
I guess June bag to the neck.
Mom, I
Oh,
promise
man,
it's a hickey.
It's no fun. though. Like summertime motorcycle riding is no joke. And is when you start to get into those evening hours.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm thankful that the farmers are doing like bug genocide and killing all of the June bugs.
Yeah, the worst I ever took, I took a robin to the chest.
Ouch, Robin to the chest. That's pretty.
While you were riding?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I took mine about 45, and a buddy of mine took one at about 80, and it knocked the wind out of him. And he
Yeah.
put his bike
Damn,
down.
a fucking buzzard. Could you imagine getting a buzzard or a deer? Oh, God.
Yeah. It's no fun.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You never hear about horses getting hit though in Kentucky. You know, goats, cows, deers, but you never a
Got
horse.
good fencing up
That's
there.
a surprise.
Good fencing.
It's very surprising.
Because there's so many up there.
I remember being a kid, and my mom going, "We gotta go to the hospital. Your grandma hit a cow," and I went, "Oh, middle of the interstate."
I hear
Yeah.
people hitting cows all the time and like.
And they can
small
sue the
towns.
shit out of you.
Well, we used to have the stockyards, and they'd get loose and run up on the expressway.
Yeah.
Gotta love Louisville.
Craziness.
Yeah. When y'all coming up?
Dude, I'll be back soon enough, man. I gotta see what I can do up there.
Yeah.
Give me a call. We'll get you around.
Yeah.
I was there just about a week ago, just passing through. I had to go up to Lafayette, Indiana, and then coming back, dude, it was like god awfulest traffic I ever had in my life. But before that, anytime driving through, it was like, this is easy.
Yeah,
We came in like rush hour, whenever everybody's getting off. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
I can drive like 6 counties the time it takes to go from one side of Louisville to the other.
I bet.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Nashville's just that way, too, man. The fucking roads just ain't built for all the people.
No, it's not.
All these imports. These people moving from Nebraska and shit like that.
No, we don't mind the Blevins. It's just the California.
Apparently we do. According to the 20 questions that have been asked, we all.
Oh, from Cait, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that already.
Oh, you forgot about it already, but that's gonna burn in my craw until I wake up tomorrow.
Matt, it's okay.
It's not.
It's all right.
I'm okay.
Life
It's all right.
goes on.
Ken, you got any fun gigs coming up in Louisville?
Thursday night, we're doing a comedy duo through the Louisville Laughs, and it's their first time doing it, so I'm actually going to be partnered up with an Army buddy of mine, and I'm ex-Navy, he's ex-Army, so we're going to do like a Laurel and Hardy kind of sets and stuff, and just something they wanted to try, and I think it'll be pretty cool.
And where's that?
That'll be in Louisville.
In Louisville at which venue?
1020 Brew Company.
1020 Brew Company.
So I do that one, then I've got a couple things. I know you all had Erin Dottle down here, and she hosts stuff on Tuesday nights at 21st in Germantown. And then it's travel season for me for work, so I'll be busy. And anywhere I go, I try to call and get ahead and try to do something. So
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Fantastic. Any social media that you'd like to plug?
I am on Facebook and Insta as Ken Ray.
Okay.
And then Insta is Ken Ray Radical the Clown, because I'm a professional clown. And then, yeah,
No
Wait
shit.
a minute. Hold on a minute.
Well, we'll just say that.
Yeah, hold on a
5
minute.
minutes on.
Yeah, so you know what
yeah.
they say about us with the really big feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also have a really big ock, and single women can later find out if that starts with an S or a C. And the other thing about being a clown is if you ask me for a cream pie to the face, you better be real specific.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you like get paid to go like do parties?
No, we do all kind of community events. We do the circus. We do all
nice,
those
nice.
things.
You have your clown identity and all that?
I am radical.
Radical.
Radical
Radical the clown.
Yep. And then
Shit.
buddy of
Do you
mine
have like a
runs-
rainbow mohawk? Or?
No, I'm bald and just wear a red bowler hat.
Do you know how to do a kickflip on a skateboard?
I used to roller
With a
skate,
pogo
so
stick?
I was a roller skater. I wasn't a skateboarder, but I used to do all that. So,
Heck
I
yeah.
rollerbladed, I skateboarded. I like to do those.
Yeah.
Radical the clown.
it's always a good
Man.
time.
Yeah, you can.
Very cool.
I think in Louisville, if you poll most
People from Louisville, they're probably a clown or an auctioneer or something.
Speaking of auctions, that one's still going on, and to hear Spanish auctioneering's awesome. I've sat outside
Spanish
laughing my
auctioneering.
ass
It is great.
off. It was funny. I was like, every time she go Uno, I was like, finding a number I know.
That's all I've got in my bank account too.
I think I got $1 in my wallet.
Uno, yeah.
One John dollar.
Yeah, and if you don't say it at the end, they'll charge you the overdraft fee. If you say Uno at the very end,
Yeah.
they'll waive the overdraft fee. Just a little tip for everybody out there.
All right.
All right. Thanks so much for coming on, Ken. It was just a delight to have you on here. Next time, if you could come as Radical.
I will come as Stitches the Clown. I
Oh,
won't come as
Stitches.
Radical.
Oh.
Kids know me as Radical, but I'll
kids.
come as Stitches.
Stitches.
That's there's a guy in Louisville, he runs a show or promotion called Murder Circus.
Okay.
I'm the unofficial mascot as Stitches
As
the Clown.
Stitches.
Oh,
You've
that's
got
great,
multiple
dude.
clown.
Yeah, we have a good
Yeah, you got good clown, I got evil
Oh,
clown.
dude, you have
do.
a
I
I
closet
get to
of
have fun when I'm
clowns.
an evil clown.
Yes, evil clown. Absolutely. I'm gonna work on my own evil clown personality myself. Thank you so much
Hey,
for coming out,
no problem.
Ken.
Always a great time.
One more time for Ken Ray, you guys. All right, our final comedian and headliner for tonight is basically, I would say that he's blowing all of the white privilege that he had just by being in our company tonight. So that's a bold move.
Thank you, sir, for your service.
Thank you for your service. The least you could do is make it loud for the hilarious Judson Veach.
Judson!
That's it. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Give it up for the other comics, all right? Who are apparently all old and dying. So we trapped them in a garage with no oxygen. So, good job. It looks like we're shooting a hostage video. They're like, stand on the X and we will roll you into the carpet at the end. All right, you guys add the laughs after? Is that what you do in post? Okay, Jesus Christ, I shouldn't have done this. Okay, you guys, my wife and I are good parents. Okay, which is the hardest type to be? If I see somebody, oh, yep, you can just laugh right after the joke. It'll help me. It's the hardest type to be because, like, when I see somebody that still hits their kids, I'm like, that looks easy. Hitting your kids is like bowling with bumpers. 'Cause people are like, I'm pretty good at this, and I'm like, I don't think you're really doing it though. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, hitting your kids is easier for a while. Then they turn 14 and you're like, why are they on fentanyl? Maybe because you treated their childhood like it was a UFC event, you know what I mean? Oh no, okay, this guy wails on his kids. It's weird, it's weird my kids are the only people in my house I'm allowed to hit. You can't beat your wife and when the police get there be like, she wasn't using her inside voice. All right, that deserves more. All right, my daughter's favorite movie right now is Beauty and the Beast. It's gonna be some pretty edgy stuff, Nick. Settle in. Here's the premise. Thanks, one lady. Here's the premise of Beauty and the Beast. There's an enchantress who turns a prince into a beast. And did I kill the mic? Doing good.
Oh no. Oh God.
Yo. Hello. Uh-oh. Well, I was doing really good, so I think we all remember I was killing. Dude, I just had the Beauty and Beast setup. It was going to be good. So we can do it. All right. Thank you, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure. Is it? But it sounds like we lost at least the monitor. So, but you know what? You guys can hear me, right? Okay. Well, here's the deal. Beauty and the Beast. I mean, you guys are dying to hear where this is going. Jesus Christ. An enchantress turns a prince into a beast so that he will be hideous to women. I don't think this lady's ever met women. She was like, we'll make him 6'6" with giant muscles and great hair. He'll be moody and mysterious and live in a castle. You know, things women hate. If she wanted to make it hard for him to meet women, she should have made him like a regular guy. She's like, okay, you have 1 semester of community college and you drive for Uber. Go. He meets Belle. She's like, do you own a home? He's like, no. But I do have a pretty good idea for a podcast. So kind of feel like the whole house thing is going to take care of itself. Rev gets it. God, what am I doing? My kids are at the age where we're doing like these elementary school tours. School got dangerous. I don't know if you've known. Half the tour, they're just like, so this is our bulletproof glass. Also, measles is back, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And then last month, Tennessee gave the teachers guns. So we're like, hey, tell us a little about your teachers. They're like, you ever seen John Wick? Well, now imagine if he was going through menopause. So the kids are pretty safe around here. It's like, that's a lot of responsibility. Sure these guys can handle it? They're like, well, we are paying them $30,000 a year. So it's about time they started earning it, okay? Think you can just teach math? It's 2024. Learn a skill. Shoot a child. Come on. Buckle up. My kids right now go to Montessori school because I'm married for money. And I don't know what has happened in parenting. We are the youngest parents at this school by at least 15 years. Like, rich parents are old, is what I've noticed. And I got to mingle with these dads, and they'll say stuff like, and then I got my MBA in 2000. Like, that is the year I lost my last baby tooth. So, sounds like we both had a lot to smile about. And then they have all these like rich liberal bumper stickers on their cars. It'll be like, our family believes in science. Like, lady, you are 60 years old with a first grader. Your family is science. I mean, all right, she gets it. There's no good way to get into this one. I know we don't have a lot of trans people in Tennessee, right? Which I feel like is a bummer. Okay, I'm pro. So when I do see one, I'm always like, cool, you know. That's what everyone's been talking about, you know what I mean? It's like when you see a polar bear. It's like, whoa, normally only see them on TV. We got to protect these guys. They are under threat from what I hear. You know what I mean? All right. Here's a little something about me. I used to be, this is true, I used to be a professional ballet dancer. Yeah, he gets it. He knows. And a lot of people are like, how'd you get into that? My dad was actually also a ballet dancer. So I am the first guy in history to do ballet to make his dad proud. And I've come to the conclusion after dancing professionally for many years that a men's ballet locker room is the gayest place on earth. But not because everybody's gay. It's because half the guys are gay but half the guys are really straight. And I don't know if you spent a lot of time around really straight guys before, but it's pretty gay. One time we played naked crab walk soap hockey in the shower. I don't know if you've ever been to gay heaven before, but they're doing that the first day. They're like, this is, obviously we're starting with this. Not just messing around. There's no gay heaven. All right, I wish I had better material to end on. You guys, I will leave you with this. These are all kind of long. How much time I got, Nick? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I don't know if I have enough time to finish all this. My wife recently became a therapist. This guy said, okay. Tell me more. Here's the deal. If you're a person with issues and your wife becomes a therapist, it's like being a masked criminal and your wife becomes Scooby-Doo. She's going to get to the bottom of some stuff. I just be in the kitchen like, sometimes I feel mad for no reason. And she's like, Ruby Roo. And then the other day, she hit me with this. She goes, I think you need to see a therapist. It's like, that's funny. Kind of feel like we spent a lot of money for you to learn how to do that. You know, man. If I was a plumber, wouldn't be like, we really got to get a guy in here to look at this sink. Obviously, I'm not going to touch him too close. Wouldn't be ethical, right? My wife and I got married young. Some would say too young, mostly me. And here's the deal: we got engaged at 21. Yeah, you get engaged at 21. Even the Amish are like, feels a little hasty, son. It's a lot of fish in the sea. I feel like getting engaged at 21 is like going to the Cheesecake Factory for the first time and ordering without a menu. Because you're like, I guess I'll have the cheesecake. And then some time goes by and you look around and you're like, oh, I didn't realize we had like a ton of choices. Definitely didn't know Jamaican black pepper shrimp was an option. Now I can't even have a bite of that, you know what I mean? The cheesecake wouldn't love it if I started nibbling on it. I told my wife that joke. She was like, that's a good joke. I was like, really? You think so? She's like, yeah. It's relatable. All right, I'm Judson Veach. Thank you so much.
One more time for a professional ballerina.
Nice.
Veach.
Nice.
How are we doing? That's fantastic. The spirit of your wife fixed the microphone monitor at the very last moment.
Yeah,
that was
turned you off.
You got to invoke the name.
I guess.
Holy cow.
Don't say it a third time.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, Judson, do you want a shot? Is that something you're doing?
No, I'm okay. I feel like drinking liberally. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? And it's like, just this. Right?
Yeah.
Chaos, dude. It's
You're seeing
absolute
it.
chaos.
Yeah.
I feel like we're seeing the progression of like worse versions of a relationship with your father. Like as we go down, it's like we get to Blevins and it's like, oh dear.
Oh no.
You have no idea. On the nose.
I hung out
Nailed
with
it.
my dad the other day.
See?
I loved my dad.
Did you?
I don't know if he loved me.
Hey, did I just nail that or like what?
No, point of contention. I have no idea who my dad is, so.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Judson,
All right.
you should work for a carnival.
Well,
Yep.
I'm not going to do that.
Guesses
but
are
thank you.
wait next. It's like, get on.
Well, good deal. Do you guys prepare questions, or you just do it off the top of your dome?
No, this
Deliciously nothing.
Yeah, we
this
just
is
hang
all-
Barbara
out,
Walters over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. We like to have fun here. We like to get stinky, sir.
It's been a blast.
Yeah,
Have you gotten stinky tonight?
This is the stinkiest I've been in a while.
We
I'm
miss
gonna
you,
have to burn this
John.
out.
John Dollar Star Power.
Yeah. Well, what's new with you guys?
Dude, I'm here hanging out. I had to get a new car battery today, and that pissed me off.
Yeah.
Man,
Um,
this sounds like it's going to be good.
no, not good. It has not been great. I've not had a fun time.
I'm
I just-
sorry.
Well, I should have done it earlier in the week, but like Thursday, it started Thursday for me. Right when I'm gonna go to Love and Exile, I go to my car, doesn't start. I'm like, fucking fantastic.
Okay.
And I don't have jumper cables at home. And
Do you
neither
shoot
do
this
two of
podcast
my
for people to
neighbors.
listen to, or who listens
dude,
to this?
I don't know. I have no clue who listens to
They're
this.
broadcasting this
we
to
have,
space.
We have 1,000 subscribers, and I have no
It's up to
clue
them if they want to
why.
be cool enough to watch it.
That's good. No, I
even
like
give a shit,
the
He has
jumper
no
cable
jumper
stuff.
cables.
That's good. No, this
no,
is good.
I had no jumper cables. It's I don't need to get
terrible.
into it. It was really frustrating. But anyway.
And a whole open mic got canceled as a
I did
result.
have to cancel it because
You're letting people down.
Go. I know. I had to let
Because of the cables.
I kept trying to get people to come host. I couldn't get a guest host.
It's a bummer, dude.
I know.
Well, next time, reach out to Judson. He's
Right. I could have just
if
asked.
he's not busy at the
Okay.
carnival, he can, for sure.
Carnival. What?
It was earlier the
Well,
joke.
that's tragic, Nick. I almost died like 2 weeks ago coming up to play a show.
This is the type of story we're looking for.
There you go, dude.
My car didn't start one time. I almost died 2 weeks ago. All right.
So we're driving down. We're mile marker 75. We're like 8 miles away from the Flavor 90s bar we're gonna play, and my tire just falls off my fucking vehicle.
But it is a car-related story.
Yes, it was terrible. So I've been waiting for 2 weeks for my truck to get fixed. And so on Thursday, I called the dealership, and I'm like, hey, man, are y'all finally going to get it fixed? And they're like, waiting on parts. And they're like, oh, no, we're still waiting on parts. And I go to look at the Facebook, and it's going viral. They done made a commercial of my truck. Like, publicly humiliating the shit out of me.
Whoa. Insult to
It's got
injury.
11,000 views as we speak. I'll check it after the show.
It's got more views than this show.
Yeah.
How can we? Where's the truck?
Huh?
How can we get the truck on the show?
It's
Yeah, you're right, dude. Cross promote.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Can we
your
just
moment.
Put our
This is your big
label
break.
over it.
No, this is not our big break. We recently just got to 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was our thing. Dude.
Hell yeah.
Some weird thing happened. We're like at 680, and we're just like stalemate.
But then,
and
as
then like
the course of this season, we
no, in the last week we've gotten to 1,000.
That's
wow.
It was so fucking weird.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Did
Like
they
one
hear I
day
was
we got
coming
100
on?
subs, the next day we got 100 subs, and it's like, what the fuck?
That's that Nick Weir bump.
Dude.
I don't know what
Tell you
happened.
what.
I think it's because we asked Willie Jimison to pull his dick out like 3 episodes
We
ago.
did. I was
think-
there for that, and we never successfully got his dick out. I'm hoping to start a hashtag campaign to get Willie Jemison to pull out his dick the next time he's on Deliciously Nothing.
What's so special about his dick?
It's,
We just love Willie, and it'd be
we
Willie's
love
Willie.
Willie's Willie. Willie's Willie 2024 hashtag.
You can blur my face for this section.
Yes, that's the whole thing.
And
Yeah,
start
that
with
would be
So
wise.
how does your whole family feel about it? Like your wife supportive in actual comedy?
Yeah, she is supportive when
Well,
it's funny. So
when it's funny.
she's like, hey, you gotta don't do it bad. So that's a lot of
Sure.
But it helps. I'll tell her the jokes, a lot of the jokes, and she's really funny. She's funnier than I am, but she doesn't laugh. Like even if like my best material, she just goes, it's funny. She's like a comic.
Well, she's just being nice.
Yeah, but mostly it's
That's tough.
you're not gonna want to say
That
that.
is tough, man.
Yeah.
No, it's great. If she was like laughing at everything, then how would you know if anything's?
That is very
good?
true.
That's true.
Yeah.
So when I run something by her, she go, work that out more. That's good.
Well, I like
All
it.
right.
You got any haters out there?
Do I have haters?
Yeah.
I don't think he
Oh.
does.
I'm sure I do.
He'd have to. Look at him.
I just
Because
came
every
from a-
scene's got the people that just don't get along. You know?
Oh, like in comedy?
Oh, there's anywhere.
in the scene, I don't-
Yes, I think everyone hates me in comedy because I'm clean, and so
Right.
people don't like that.
And he's
even
not
me.
talking about material specifically.
Drew Davis,
he
man.
He is
Drew,
clean
yeah.
in material, but he's also clean as a person.
And
And I
hygiene.
think that is the one thing that
nothing wrong with that.
alienates him from the
There are
rest
some
of
jealousies
us.
from that.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with
There's a
that.
lot of jealousy.
Yeah,
It's probably from the other side of the table. I
Yeah,
bet, right?
it could be.
That could
Yeah.
be.
It's a reflection, man.
We're doing the
Reflection.
same
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah, for
graph.
sure. That's definitely a progression of smells as you get through.
But I mean, I'm having not a crisis of confidence, but I feel like I've been talking with a lot of comics about the clean thing, right?
Mhm.
So, are you putting a regulator on yourself by doing clean? Are you being your full self? And I feel like I was writing 90% clean. And I was like, just do it. Just go 100%. It's more marketable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm doing clean because I love doing clean. I'm doing clean because I want to be on TV. You know, I'm not doing it for a noble reason.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it for Jesus. I'm
You
just
want to
doing
do
it
it for that
selfish
reason.
reasons. Exactly.
And it forces you to be honest and accountable to your writing as well, because the punchlines have to be there. You can't just rely on some word to
amble into a shocking thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's good for writing, yeah.
For sure.
Speaking
Speaking
you ever
of
done that, right?
writing,
Dude, I do it a lot in my sleep.
Dude, there we go. There we go. There's something with that jumper cables thing. You worked that out. Are we doing a game? What do we do?
Oh, do you want to do a game? Do we have another round?
I don't know.
What's in?
What's this?
Make it uncomfortable if we stop talking.
All right, we're gonna play a game with Judson here. We're gonna play one more round of what's in Nick Weir's head.
Okay.
I'm excited.
every time I've ever played this game as host on Deliciously Nothing, it has always been food. So I'm excited to see what this next item is.
It's not food.
It's not food.
I will say it's not food.
We're revolutionizing the game tonight.
Food.
Changes have been made.
I'm ready. It is a mammal. I'll give you that.
Okay.
A mammal. It common in a lot of places.
A common mammal in a lot of places.
Common mammal in a lot of places.
Could one call this a pet?
Dude, people do call it a pet. Good amount of folks call it a pet.
A good amount of folks.
Good amount of folks.
Call this a pet, and it's a common enough mammal in most places.
Actually, I'll tell you, I have an ex-girlfriend from Jamestown, Tennessee.
Okay.
And
this is going to be helpful, I can
had
tell.
one of these as a pet. So I think this will be helpful to you.
I'm not sure if this...
All right.
It didn't go in Richard Gere's butt, did it?
Yeah, I was thinking, is it bigger than a bread box?
Bigger than a bread box.
No, about the size.
About the size.
Yeah, a bread, like a full loaf, right? A full
You know
loaf.
what a bread box is? Where you put your bread in?
Is it like a full, like a half?
It's like about
loaf?
like this big.
No, this side of the table knows what bread boxes are. Don't worry about that.
Dude, I was asking like a half loaf or a whole loaf.
Yeah, he's...
Like how big of a bread box?
Well, you usually put the whole loaf in there, yeah.
Okay, dude.
Well, should
yeah,
you tell
it
him
would
if
fit
it's
in the
half or
whole
whole?
loaf.
A whole loaf.
It wouldn't fit.
It's
I
not
don't.
guessing what he's thinking.
I felt Judson's answer was a little condescending.
I think I've been a little condescending from the moment I've started.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to do my own
life or comedy,
my self sketch is
It's been the
a little
cutest character the whole time. I love it. I do. But
okay,
Yeah.
is it a rabbit?
no.
Okay, it's
not a rabbit.
One guess
Not a
down.
rabbit.
All right, and then
two more
can I get
guesses.
I just got to start nailing.
Would a drug dealer have this as a pet? Is this a...
Nah. I mean, maybe, but I don't know which
not
one, dog.
specifically.
Like,
Is it a rat?
No.
Right, because I'm thinking more marmots.
Okay.
All right.
Ferrets
Down
and
to the
such.
last guess.
Okay, is it a raccoon?
No.
Oh,
Is it jumper cables?
No.
Okay.
It was skunks.
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 You couldn't give him a
Skunks.
clue that it stinks?
That it smells like that half of the room. You couldn't let him know.
It does
that it
feel like
smells
skunks
like
is
that half of the
synonymous
room.
with a lot.
No.
But being
They
a
are.
mammal that's the size of that was a solid game. I respect the
Yeah.
game.
You have to respect the
I
game.
made it,
You have
I
to
made
respect.
it.
There are winners and losers. And
There's no participation. I am pro participation trophy.
You're pro.
Hot take.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I think we
So
should be
that says you got
incentivizing people to
participation
participate.
That's a hot take, actually. I have kids, and it's hard as shit to get them to participate.
And I also think we're too focused on outcomes with the kids. I
mhm.
think we're saying, hey, you got to win all the time.
Yeah.
What does that ever get? You ever played Scrabble with an adult who really cares about winning?
Oh.
Are they fun? Dude,
No.
we're
not
teaching
at
the
all.
wrong stuff. Just play the game, do your best, and then put some effort in. Be glad that you showed up. It's not about winning.
Wow.
Look at
Right, go
Look at
spin the
this.
little dial thing.
Let's hear it for beta males everywhere.
Let's go.
Oh man. Hey, Judson, can I call
This
you
guy
for?
did not like that take at all.
Can I call you for
that's pretty
parenting
funny.
tips and such?
Is that funny? No.
No, I liked it. I thought it was from the heart.
We've been talking a lot about participation trophies. I wanted to put my 2 cents in.
2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's good.
Let's
That's
go.
good. No, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Like,
And when life gives you lemons,
you give them 11,
You give 'em a
11
skunk.
party.
I mean, you give them a
11
skunk.
party.
Give him a
Lemon
skunk.
party.
That's right. And then someone has vodka somewhere. So there you go, dude. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
skunks. And Judson, have you got anything exciting coming up that you want to talk about?
This is super exciting. I'm going to be at Grimaldi's Pizza in Huntsville, Alabama.
Nice.
Whoa!
Nice. Viva la pizza.
You've made it.
On May 29th. And then on May 30th, I'm going to be in Chattanooga at the Comedy Catch doing Caroline Xavier's show. And then...
Heck yeah, dude. Caroline, is she headlining?
She is.
Caroline is headlining Comedy Catch, so heck yeah, that's awesome.
May 30th,
Are you
Thursday
hosting
this
that
week.
then?
I'm just on the show.
Just on it.
And then I'm going to be in Minneapolis on June 8th doing the Loons on the Lake out there, doing the showcase. So if you're in any of those places.
Fantastic. Judson, where can we find you on social media?
Judson Veach Comedy on Instagram.
Judson Veach Comedy on Instagram. That's wonderful. You've been a fantastic guest. It's just...
I've been all right.
No, as far as guests go, like I feel like I've learned stuff as a father. I feel like I've learned stuff as a comic. It's just like we're talking top tier DNP guest right now is Judson Veach.
I definitely came in like I knew stuff. And then
you do carry that energy about you.
You came in like something.
I did. I came in hot. It was maybe it was just a long way. I think I'm really allergic to cigarette smoke.
Oh,
yeah, that'll do it.
I'm like holding it right in here. I can barely speak.
That'll
do it.
But
Flashbacks to your dad.
I apologize for anybody that smoked.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I'm hanging by a thread, guys. But this has been really fun.
Yeah.
Randy did all right, dude. It's okay. Randy did all right.
Who's Randy?
I don't know.
Was that the name you gave his dad?
His dad.
That's the name he gave his dad.
You were with him.
Yes. No. I know what's happening. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime.
That's why Blevins is the king.
I don't know if I'm the king, but I definitely know a lot about not having dads. So
you can play a king
said that
in a play.
I could play a king in a play.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I just can't be one in life.
Very few left.
That's how we wanted to end that real heavy. This is the end of the episode, you guys. I'm just trying to find a way to wind this up.
Fuck y'all, good night.
Fuck y'all tonight, you guys. There we go. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Thank you.
Contradiction. Fuck around. And you test me. My patience is fleeting. Coward. Picture this. Your face. My face. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Blood. Blood. Guts. Brains. Uncaged. Unleash. 'Cause you can tame the beast.